Good evening everybody. I hope you're doing well this fine Thursday evening. Let me swap on over to the main scene. How is everyone? Oh, I haven't got my audio on. Hold on, let me just turn that on. We need our music in the background. Sound and music. That should be going in the background now. There we go. Good evening. How is everyone? I hope you're doing well. Who have we got in tonight? Fishy Boy, Dutchman, Herinfi, Boffis, Biscuit, and Vesamora, and Darkwing coming in. Wow.
Darkwing and just subscribed. 12-month streak, 15 total. Do we get 15 minutes of kittens on cam now? Samadan 1 Oreos.
Not necessarily 15 minutes, that might be a bit excessive, but probably over the course of the stream it might add up to that. They're just going to get fed in a moment, so they're just meowing in the side. Mrs. Samadan's off to deal with them. Thank you also, Kambi Sama, for the full redeem. We'll do that as soon as they are available and out and about. Who else do we have in? Vesamora, good evening to you. Rose, happy to lurk, watch tomorrow. That's absolutely fine, Rose. Lovely to have you here, even in spirit. Kozakov, good evening to you. Rainmaker, Cerealia, Stobcraft, Jack's in tonight, good evening to you, and Obim, hope you're doing well, and Wonder Sheep, good evening. Can't stay for long because you're playing Minecraft with your father, but he's popped off to answer the phone, so we'll see how long that lasts, Wonder Sheep. That sounds fantastic though, playing some Minecraft with your dad, that sounds absolutely brilliant. And Memoliti, thank you so much for the follow, and also Moloki, also for the follow from coming in earlier.
Danny, wow, just subscribed. Name Thief.
Name thief, I'm so sorry, Danny, yes. Danny informs me that I have stolen his name of Shadow Dan from the other night stream. I do apologise. And thank you so much for 23 months, that is amazing. Thank you for your continued support, that is brilliant. Almost 2 years, which is just phenomenal. Thank you so much, that is brilliant. A whole of emotes for you. Pop those in. And then you'll get a new, what have you got at the moment? You've got an Oreo. I can't remember what I put in next for the 2-year one. It's the Oreo with a gold hat you get next, I believe. And Leela Seda, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Crazy Pink Iguana, good evening to you. Momo, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for Crazy Old Man for gifting your sub. Yeah, there's been lots of lovely gifted subs over the past few weeks, so thank you to my community for gifting them out. That is amazing. Are all crazy with a bag of 34? I haven't really bothered yet, Henchan. I know it's extra slots. I know it's an extra 2 slots on the 32 that I've currently got, the embroidered deep sea bags, and every little bit helps, definitely, but it seems like a lot of effort waiting around, so I haven't done it yet, certainly. Wow, Eridacia, thank you so much, subbing with your Prime. That is amazing, and kicking off a hype train. That is absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much, Papa Hollow emotes for you. Thank you. That is an amazing way to start the stream. That is absolutely brilliant. Let it slide this time since he's no longer your main, but I'm watching you, good sir. Okay, Danny. Let me know what your other character's name so I don't trespass again. And Natty, good evening to you. I'm doing wonderfully, thank you very much. How about yourself? I hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. Should at least get a new weapon on my tunes. Link the rare sport times to Discord. Yes, you did, Darkwing, I saw that. I mean, what's Samadan got in terms of weapons? He's got item level 95, Staff of the Lightning Serpent. So yeah, that would be an upgrade, definitely. And I'm sure my other characters, they'd have a decent upgrade. We're currently at item level 108, 107 roughly on Samadan, so it's probably an upgrade, some of these things, definitely. Inkstain, thank you so much.
Inkstain Need Adventure cheered. X500. Here is to killing rares, getting gear and making handfuls of gold.
Handfuls of gold, indeed. Thank you so much, and getting that level 1 complete. Thank you so much for your cheer, that is amazing. Doing even better now that the stream has started. Well, it's good to have your company here. Lovely to have you here. not all that excited by the event gear because we're replacing it in a few days anyway in Shadowlands. We will, exactly. It's not going to take long. I mean, a lot of the quest rewards and things that so far that I'd seen in Shadowlands was around kind of like the 90-odd mark or something like that. So I'm not sure how many levels it will take us to go higher. Once you can start crafting the stuff that for the level 60s, then you can get up to like 168. That's a bit better, definitely. The weapons are 115, I think. The gear from the res is 100 to 110 yet, so it's a decent amount, isn't it? There's the kittens. They're having their food now, so they're all just going to fill their little bellies. Kavirulas, thank you so much for stopping by. Good evening to you. Oh, Natty, so kind of you, gifting us up to Drizzling Rose as well. That is very kind of you, thank you. On behalf of Drizzling Rose, who's playing Heroes of the Storm at the moment, so I shall say thanks on her behalf. Thank you very much indeed. So in terms of equipment, we could do that. I haven't done anything on any of my alts here. We had a look at it on the NA region and looked at the event as it was. I haven't bothered at all at the moment. I've got a fair amount I need to sort out. I'm just going to walk forward slowly so you can follow me as I make my way to the mailbox. There we go. Then I can open up my mail. I'll just post everything on first, get that going because everything's expired. We're also going to do a test on Can Be Salmon, thank you so much, gifting out a sub as well to Hencher. That is very, very kind of you. And that hype train's getting ever closer to level 2 complete. That is brilliant. Thank you so much. Have a whole load of emotes. Thank you. I may have started a Lightbringer character on the sly shortly after Sam started Let's Play. Currently up to 21 from Flips, which I guess is okay, although not exactly rich. It's good, it's definitely more than what I've got on my Let's Play series at the moment, Wonder Sheep. That's fantastic. Lovely to have someone to play along with. Alright, I'm going to take all these expires, pop these on first whilst people come in and we can chat and see how things are. Nabil, good evening to you. How are you? How's your day been? I think from what I've seen, a lot of people have been doing the rares and things for the equipment. How much people are going to bother filling out all their gear, or maybe they're just going to get a few bits and pieces before Shadowlands? Because I think if you've got a lot of alts, it's quite the ask to get them all set up and over there. There's a lot of waiting time. That's the main thing, waiting for each of the spawns. So it's something you could possibly just log on each alt to try and get the bag maybe. That could be quite a reasonable thing, but good that the bag is. It's not excessive. It's not like a 40 slot bag or something like that. I mean, there is the transmog side of things, yeah, but I've heard sort of like it's not a huge difference, certainly. You'd rather get them geared whilst questing Shadowlands. Yeah, I mean, we're making a decent amount of gold at the moment just through selling things at the moment. Yeah, at least go for the weapon as Darkwing said. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Natty, because the Nathanos raid isn't that long, really. I mean, I would be tempted to go through on each of my characters and do that, definitely. That'll be on my list to do in the next couple of weeks. Would maybe do it. Maybe I could do it on one character per stream or something like that. We've got a few things to do on Samadan. We managed to get on, in between streams, I managed to get Bridget up to the required reputation for Order of the Cloud Serpent. So we can make the full range of Panthers now. I've not made the final one yet. But it also means I'm next to go over on Samadan and get Order of the Cloud Serpent as well, because I also need some recipes from there for enchanting, I believe. It could be them. Oh, Natty, thank you so much gifting us up to Navel and getting the hype train off another level. That is doubly thank you for that. That is brilliant. Yeah, you can't really farm the same rare on multiple alts. No, the best you can do really is aim for a certain... If say something I saw Manthias doing this earlier. If something drops, if the next thing comes up that drops a dagger, then do that.
Samadan.
Thank you to the Needful. That's so kind of you. And my Herbal Surf, thank you also for the follow. Thank you, Natty, for the gifted sub. Whole load of emotes for you all. That is absolutely wonderful. Thank you. That is brilliant. So yeah, you'd have to wait for the next thing that comes that say drops a dagger, and then park your ult next to that. That say maybe it's a rogue or something like that. Might be quite handy. Trains, no planes and automobiles. No, not on this case, Darkwing. Good film though. Just have to kick it to the next level. Well, thank you so much. That is amazing. Sitting there at level 3 is wonderful. And post up on my auctions whilst people are still coming in. So yeah, I'm thinking it would be tempting to get Samadan over them. Get the weapon off Nathanos, and then we'll also get some auctions on, because we're selling some good stuff at the moment. Definitely. John's back. Good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. How's your day been so far? Oh, actually, just looking at that, I'm under my 1.5 million threshold, so we need to take up this gold and get ourselves back over that. I think we should have enough with the sales that have been going on recently. I'll collect all of this lot up and see where we stand. Still got a little bit more to do there, so let that go through. You can do for all my time left. Well, thank you, Nettie. It's very, very kind of you. Half of you probably have no clue the film exists. Most likely, Darkwing. Probably got their hand between two pillows, if you get the reference.
Have anything ancient to trade?
Been going through my journey and loving it. Thanks so much for your help setting up. Which is excellent. I'm glad you've enjoyed that so far, my Herbal Surf. Ooh, we have flying kittens. Hello, kittens. I'll do a redeem for Camby Summer in a moment. I hope you're doing well. Currently just having a little hair around at the moment. I'll let them burn off some energy. They've just been eating, so they can have full tummies. But yes, there'll be more episodes coming up with the Let's Play series. We're going over to Samadan to see how he's getting on in Legion next after that. So far, I didn't get your 34 slot back. Hope you've been good as well. I've been very good, thank you, John's back. I haven't been even trying for the 34 slot bag, other than what I did on NA. That was the main thing. Question I have regarding Uncanny is regarding the vendor items for commendations. Yes, that's the main thing, really, isn't it? Is how much competing against the compendium stuff. I think a lot of people seem to be doing a decent amount of stuff. There it was, you've got it. Good evening, Real Ginny. How are you? Lovely to have you here. Is the bot broken? It should be. It was working earlier. Oh, no, it's not. It is broken because it's not turned on. I forgot. I restarted my computer and I forgot to turn it on. Give it a moment to boot up, and then it'll be available. Thank you, Darkwing. Yeah, they played with the bot and broke it. Where at the moment they're just. We're still uncertain about names. We've been trying out, as it was so recommended. We're trying out Jammy and Dodger on them, seeing how it fits in terms of names. So I think it does. It's a good suggestion. We might stick with it. We're just sort of like testing it out, see how it goes with naming them, see how they're suited. In fact, the one I would call Jammy is just behind me. Hold on. Let me do your full screen for you. Camby Summer. Thank you all for that amazing hype train as well. That is absolutely brilliant. Thank you. Let's put the motes in first. Well done, everyone, for completing that. And then I'll just swap on over. We'll say hello to... What have we got here? So this would be AKA Splodge, but this is actually going to be maybe Jammy. We might call you Jammy, see how that goes. I'll just say hello to you for the moment. Messing with his mane. He just likes to watch. Just wait there for a moment. He's watching the people walking around in Dalaran. Very interested. Belagar, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. The Thanos weapon and the accommodations feel like they can easily replace Uncanny for most slots. That is the main issue, really, Nabil. That the Nathanos one definitely gives you a good upgrade. Trying to get alts geared. Watch your auctions. Last night was bad. Got into a bidding war with a professional farmer. No, professional. He's limited. Kept undercutting it every 10 minutes. How do you balance leveling and gold making? I would probably just do little bits that are fun for you. If you go with the main thing that you might enjoy at any one time, and let that guide you. Certainly. That chair doesn't look too comfortable. No, I'm going to pop you back down. There we go. Hold on. Headphones cable will caught. Pop him back over there. Right, okay, we can go back to the main scene. There we go. You'll probably see them herring around behind me. Okay, I shall redeem that one. There we go. No one is called Silas. You're lucky, they're very cute. Yes, they're not. No one's called Silas, definitely. Yeah, it's a cross-up between the difficulty of getting the gear, in terms of just like having to wait around, and I'm sure that people with lots of alts are going to get worn down quite quickly in terms of gearing them up, and people might say, you know what, I'm just going to buy the stuff, and that's where I see Uncanny Gear fitting in. So that would be the main thing. In terms of like getting into with the a bidding war ink stains, I think those are things I like to avoid personally, because I hate to drive the prices down. Definitely. Thoradelion, no, it's not that comfortable, but I do have a cushion, and it's an upgrade from sitting on the floor, so I'm happy with it, certainly. Let's go through the expires. There we go. Level 50 Shallons crafted. Green gear starts at 100 if you want to go that way. Exactly, Lichball. There's going to be new stuff coming up with Shadowlands, so we're going to have opportunities to be able to sell more things. In questing gear is in Ice Crown. I feel that Ice Crown mobs are tuned for questing gear. That's going to be interesting, actually. I wonder what we're going to get on that front. Oh, we've got some good gold here, though. Look at that. 51,000. Uncanny Gear. A whole set of Tome of Illusions. Someone's gone for Azeroth, Shadowpan, Draenor, Northrend, Cataclysm. We've also got some food, some bags, Frostweave, Deep Sea, some enchants, some more food, more bags, endless more bags, and some enchants going in there as well. So very happy with that amount of sales. That's over a few days now, since Tuesday. No, we didn't do Tuesday, so that's since Sunday. So I'll take that, definitely. That'll take me back over my 1.5 million. Competitive juices got flowing, and before you knew it, was selling flasks barely above craftsman cost and was posting them manually with the vengeance. Really ink stained. I think that can be the trap. Definitely is just going for broke, as it were. You have a Zanzibar druid, but don't know what profession you want to give him. Alchemy with herb or leatherworking with skinning. Want to main that character? What should I do? Dutchman, that's an interesting one. So, if it's going to be a main, I would probably go more... Well, you've both got a gathering one in there. I think, especially at the start of Shadowlands, there's going to be a lot of people killing stuff and not having skinning. So I think you might get some immediate benefit from skinning. And then also with your leatherworking, I think that's going to be one of the more popular professions in terms of people getting their legendary stuff in the future. So I think you could make yourself quite available for that market. Obviously you're going to have to do Torghast and do a bit of end content to get that. So I would probably recommend leatherworking and skinning as your main. Did they remove the Shadowlands bags? Not that I know of. No, we've still got, as far as I know, the... Oh, actually, no, I haven't. Shadowlands bags. No, I don't know, actually, Seven. I haven't been on beta for a while. You don't see it in the Unlearned section. Interesting. Best thing I can do for you is check if my Shadowlands is... It's paused at the moment. This might break the stream if I start resuming that, so I'll leave that for the moment. But remind me again another time and I'll be able to check for you. Yeah. Yeah, because you have the Unlearned in retail, don't you? Which is what you were talking about in here. But I don't see bags in there either. But I'd have to look on actual Shadowlands itself. Let's try see if this breaks the stream and put it in the background. If it does go a bit too slow, then we'll leave that going for the moment. I'll have a look. You have fewer and only cures more bags. You need those bags. No problem. It's worth having a look. Hey Mr. Honkit, how are you? Yeah, 12 gig over Wi-Fi. Thankfully I'm wired, so that should be okay. Going for skinning and alchemy. Thanks for that. That's no problem. You see the bags on beta. Okay, thank you, Lichbog, for confirming that. There we go. Kofi, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Tauren or high mountain Tauren is best for herb mining in Shadowlands. So you get the thing you have with now what's Tauren high, which gives you the high mountain gives you the mining speed, is it? And Tauren gives you the extra skill. What's the difference between the two of them? Which of them gives you a speed and which of them gives you a skill up? Is my main thinking on that, because if you're getting skill up, then that's useful as you're leveling, but then that will cap out and then it'll be no extra use to you. Whereas if it's speed, then I think that will probably stack with the Shadowlands Gathering enchant, in which case I would go with that one rather. No Ethernet on your laptop, sadly. Commander Bond, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Picked up all of that, so that's good. Let's just run through the other characters. Everything's oh, we sold a Bombay cat for 101 gold. That's good. Let's go back out and go through the other characters. Get everything on for him. So regular Tauren is the faster herb, and high mountain gives faster mining. So, okay, so they're both speed. In which case, I would go. I mean, the thing you have with, if you've got something like a Sky Golem, then Herbalism is really good if you're in a mob-infested area. But if you've got a... the mining, you'll have to dismount anyway, unless you get the mount equipment to help with that. So it's a tricky one. I would probably say you might get more benefit out of the mining one, perhaps. Yeah, with the high mountain you get the more meat and fish. So if it's your main character, that might be quite good, because then you've got cooking and fishing that will help you as well. Watching the laser board paying no attention to no problem, Commander Bond, at all. Not in the slightest. Okay, we've got some good sales here as well. In Shards potions, 15,000 in Endless Fathoms there. So 27,000 total. Let's take all of that as well. Have a thought about doing voice acting. Great reading some audio X. Funny you should mention that, Pine Fresh. I have done Samadan story time. And when I read the novella that comes with the BFA Collector's Edition, if you do a search on my YouTube channel for Samadan story time, you'll see it there. Let me just make sure that's working. There we go. That's on. There we go. That's well, that's almost done as well. So we've got that in the background if we do need it. So we've got that. And then we'll go there, and we've got that. And good evening, Mushy. How are you? Lovely to have you here. How's your day been so far? Right. let's go through here, and we've got a few things still on. We'll go and post on everything else here. Let that run through. There we go. Way too busy. I know the feeling, Mushy. It seems like I've been busy the entire day today. How many enchants have I sold in the last 36 hours? Well, I hadn't listed any on earlier, so I would say very few, but I did have a lot of leftover sales, certainly. I'm sure a lot of people are doing well with their sales at the moment, definitely. Shadowlands Gathering Enchant covers all 3 professions in once. It does, it's really handy for that, which is really good. Right, okay, we've got that. We need to do our daily cooldowns on you. Dratha, good evening to you. Enchants are selling like crazy because of Nathanos mainly. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be it, isn't it? That's a good point. Anchor weeds done. Let's see if we can get ourselves a Silas proc. That would be useful. No, not tonight. So we'll leave the rest of that. And we'll jump onto the next character. See what happens after that. A few years ago when TSM was still pretty newish, used to be an option in settings where you get a noise ping when you outbid on something. I got a message in chat. Can't seem to find this option anymore nowadays. When you've been outbid, I don't remember them being one. Wouldn't it need to have the auction house open for that? I can't remember it. It was a Blizzard option. It's been buggy and not working 98%. Ah, right. Okay. Thank you, Darkwing. And good evening, Hamish. Lovely to have you here. We'll never be silenced. No, Neville, not this time. Yeah, it could be since the new auction house. It's been buggy since then. Right. Okay. So we'll go through. We've got some sales on here as well. Uncanny Etched Vessel. Contracts, tomes. Oh, I've sold a glyph of the Spectral Raptor. That's one of my first glyph sales in a while. That's good. Let's deal with the expires. Get rid of those. Going for a Silas, Stanley. What kind of Silas would you like? Sold 535 enchants. Wow, that is incredible, Mushy. Really good. Actually get sales on Uncanny Gear? I certainly do. I mean, the Etched Vessel's quite a good one. 5,900. So I'll take all of that. We're up to 573,000 now. That's really good. So I'm going to carry on posting this lot on. Do that one. Scotty from Star Trek. Okay. Okay. I've got that one. Right. Can I give it any more Silas, Captain? I hope that works for you. There we go. Let's post these on. Right, we probably need to restock on these as well, but I've got a feeling I'm going to need a fair amount of Expulsum and or ink to do those. I'll just check, just in case. If it's a large amount, then I'll consider doing a restock here. Let's have a look. What have you got? Oh, yes, that is. Okay, so the glyph, the Etched Vessel, Compendium, Sundering Storms, Tome of the Quiet Mind, and Tortollan Seekers would mean 9 Expulsum, a whole load of Crimson ink, Maroon ink, and Ultramarine ink, which I can do easily enough. It's the Expulsum that's the tricky one. That's going to be for the Uncanny, that's 3, and then these are each 2, so that's the main issue there. So I'll leave those for the moment. I can make the Spectral Raptor, that's easy enough. I'll make that now. I'll post that on. The rest, probably not so much. Fantastic. Glad it was good. Then go through that, go that. Fred, but this is making me run out of mats on all levels from tie spray to failed and chats. It means a lot of scrapping, basically, Mushy, doesn't it? Raise your cost to the current tie spray and just reset the enchants. I mean, I think that's wise, a wise use of your time. If they're selling that quickly, then consider raising the prices, definitely. Expulsion World Quest is another one. I don't know if we have any at the moment. Good shout though. Let's have a look. Kaltiris. We have nothing that I see on the list at the moment. So not this time. But yeah, it's worth a look, certainly. Alright, Samadan's fine. We'll jump on to the next one. So Earthen needs to do a little bit here. Then we'll go through all of these characters, get all their auctions on. I'm interested to see how Hellfire's doing, because if you've seen my video from today, Hellfire is doing the science experiment of seeing how much money I'm going to make out of that Tide Spray linen from earlier. So if you haven't seen that, the command for it is that one, the new Bracer Shuffle based on Tide Spray, and what we get from the new materials from there. So we're going to have a look at that and see how she gets on, but first I'll get through all my other characters. It's very laggy in Veralis though. I noticed this whilst I was doing the shuffle yesterday. It's just inconveniently slow, definitely. Not listing your bags at the moment, letting the competition squander their stock first. Do you think the price is going to go up for Shadowlands, Mushy? Deep Sea Assassin is 20 gold a piece. Bags down to 1.8 now. 189. That definitely seems the wrong way round. 20 gold for Deep Sea Assassin is really high. I'd be tempted just to sell the Deep Sea Satin for that price, depending on how much. I mean, obviously you can get it so easily now with the Tide Spray braces, so I'm not sure why it would be sustained at that high. I wonder if people are actually buying it or whether it's just stuck at that price. That'll be the interesting one. Nice experiment, see what happens. Queldru, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. There's also no Tide Spray. Oh right, okay. That would probably explain it then, Mushy. No Tide Spray and no Deep Sea Satin. One will go up as a result of the other, and less people farming it, I imagine. I know, isn't Freehold a lot harder to do than it used to be? Because that's going to cause issues for people trying to get a whole load of Tide Spray linen that way. I've got another load of stuff on here. We need to do some daily cooldowns on you though. So that's going to be the Magnificent Hide. Just going to clear that queue, I don't need that. There we go. Crafted Dreadful Gladiators Ring Bell Leggings. I want to start doing Desmos Fisto's guide for all of these items and things. The rest I don't think I have. Do I have this one? Let's have a look. No, I don't have the mats for that. I'll need to do another one of Magnificent Hide and then I can turn that in tomorrow. So that should be fine. Goes a little bit slower, but that's fine. Shankledons, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Just running through my characters at the moment. Collecting the gold. We're doing okay at the moment so far. Don't know if any class can solo Freehold now. Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's really hard now, and that was the way. But debatable about how much value there is taking 20 to 25 minutes to run solo of it versus the 6 minutes. Was it 6 minutes before? Wow, that is really, really fast. Yeah, I can see where the appeal was then. And you did get, I mean, you were doing the boosts, which was one way, and then secondary things, you'd get the extra Tide Spray and Deep Sea Satin from that, which is obviously really useful. Right, so we are going to do our balanced Trillium Ingot. I'm getting close to getting all my recipes here, I think. Gladiator's Dread Plate of Chest Piece, and I think I've got everything I get from the Lightning Steel Ingot now. Yeah, I don't have anything new from that, which is interesting. Overworld Freehold. Alright, Neville, that's a good idea. Any update guides for TSM with Shadowlands have been off quite a bit, so I wonder if there are any new shattering updates. Not necessarily Thorador Lion. I would maybe... The only thing that is yet to be fully developed by the TSM team, which is I think something that will be coming in a future version, is how we handle all the Relic of the Past stuff and putting those on crafting operations. That would be something nice for the TSM team to do, I think, in the future. Normal is what it posts when there are no other items of that type on the auction house. Yes, that's exactly right. So if there are no other auctions on, then that will be the normal price you put it on for. Have I got the plans for the blacksmithing mount from Legion yet? No, I haven't, Stormcraft, actually. I'll have to add that to my list of things to get. I bet you that's... I bet you that probably sells quite well, doesn't it? Done that, done the crafting. Let's go sort our auctions out next in the list. What's the blacksmithing? Oh look, 13,000 here. Okay, getting some good sales. Now, is any of this uncanny gear? Is the question. Versus the things from the Thanos, yeah. It's a pretty good seller. But the bind, the BOS, the Blood of Sargeras is a time gate, right? Okay. And then you can disenchant for bloods, which I'm not, unfortunately. Wow, look at that. Uncanny plate waist guard for 8,800 gold. Wow, that's really good. I mean, it's more than the weapon, which is 4,000 gold. Double the price of that. Someone really wanted that waist piece. Maybe... Thought that was someone under my feet. It wasn't. Seems like a waste of gold. Well, it's a waste of profit, so that's always good. So let's grab that. 13,000. We're almost at 1.6 million. Wow, that's gone through. That's almost 100,000 today. Not today, but 100,000 in the past few days in sales. Not profit, just sales. Right, let's go through here and go on here and auctioning. Run a post scan. There we go. Sold some Greaves right after the pre-patch for 14k. Wow, that's really good as well. Definitely. Pudi Siraj, good evening to you. I can't translate the rest. I got the... That's... Esteta. Are you okay? I'm going to make a guess. I am well, thank you very much. How are you? Is my guess at that. I have no idea whether that's correct or not. But lovely to have you here. Let's go through all of this. Post all of this lot on. So I'm not doing restocks yet. I really ought to. I'm just doing my cooldowns and things first and foremost. Then we can have a look at what we can do. Probably doing a Thanos first and foremost on Samadan. But I won't go through all my alts. That's just too many in one session. I'm going to break it up in time. And Bridget's done with Order of the Cloud Serpent, which is really good. So we've got our... how's the afternoon treating you? Glad to hear that. Doing well too. Excellent. I guessed correct then. Fantastic. Doing very well, thank you very much. Lovely to have you here. Make sure you're on the Nathanos quest before going. It's a long travel for your feet. Yeah, that is actually. That's a good good reminder. Okay, dual crafting research. Make one of these. Gives us a discovery. Smooth Sun's Radiance. That's more for the collection. Bags is what I wanted, and I can open that one. That gives me some facets of research. Is the facets of research an actual thing? That's just something that comes through, isn't it? Yes, it is. Find on pickup. That's what I just opened up, and I got the loot from there. Right, let's go deal with all of the stuff in our mail. First of all, we've got the Yard's Peculiar Energy Source. Let's do that. Don't forget that. Let's head on inside. Go to our forge. Do that as well. So we'll craft that. How many have we got so far? We are up to 19. Okay, another 11. And we can make another Sky Golem. So that's going to be just before Shadowlands. Now, should I keep hold of it? Or... wait until Shadowlands. I'm tempted to wait until Shadowlands. Right, let's deal with all the expires. We've got some sales as well. So the loops. So some dual crafting is doing well at the moment. We've got Eyes of Intellect, Amethyst Loop of the Peerless, Owl's Eye Loop of the Aurora, Okay, that's really good. I'm really pleased with your crafting so far. It's getting me some sales, which is always good. Battle Pet Dungeon port you get from that is in the same time. I have no idea on that one. If anyone does know, please do say. Sufi, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Loop business, yeah, exactly. There's more we can do with dual crafting as well. So this is just the beginning. I'd like to get some more Panther sales. The price has been a little bit too close to my margins for anything I'd like. The Jade Panther's on there at the moment. The loops are here, but we're not putting on the Sunstone or the Sapphire or the Ruby Panther because their prices are just too low at the moment. I'm tempted to try and make the next Panther and add that to the list. Which one is it? It's so we're probably worth favouriting all of these, just so we can see them all together. Sapphire and Sunstone. So which one is Sapphire, Ruby, Jeweled Onyx? So we need one each of those, and then we make it into something else, and then that is going for quite a bit more. So I'd be tempted to make a Jade Panther and go from there if I had enough. I've got the Orb of Mysteries, I just need the Wild Jade in fact. What's the price on the auction house at the moment? 235. So I could go to Awakening, make some Wild Jade. I think I've done all of my Kyperite. El Morte's got some in the bank. So that's probably the easiest way is to make them on... I'll go over to Awakening and do that. And then we'll go from there. You're doing any special rates for the full set of Panthers? You need them all for your collection, do you? I will certainly, I'll certainly do you a special rate for that. If I'll do it for crafting cost for you, if you would like. I'm just going to make this one and put it on the auction house, perhaps, to see how that goes. But happy to make more, definitely. You've got to prospect Ghost Iron, yeah, or the other thing is, yeah, it depends what you can get in quantity, really. I mean, how's Ghost Iron doing at the moment? Romnerov, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Kyperite is generally better, isn't it? So I've been reliably told. Right, so we wanted Wild Jade. Let's go have a look. That's the wrong thing. Let's go look at Alchemy. Transmute Wild Jade. We need Alexandrite. Have we got any? Bridget has some in the bank. 39 in the bank. So we need to send some. Oh, we've got the Golden Lotus. Alexandrite is actually 14 gold at the moment, so that's quite cheap. So I might buy some Alexandrite just to get my stock levels up. Let's have a look. See how this goes. Yeah. And then we'll go through here. So let's have a quick look. Alexandrite. This one, 14 gold seems quite good. What's the normal? Is market is 20, so 14 would be quite reasonable. We could always just buy these out and reset them higher if we wanted to, which is an option. We could maybe take half of those and repost them on. That's a way of increasing your gold. So if we went on here and went into my bags, if I took... Where's that Alexandrite? So if I took, say, what's my normal posting? 15 is the normal. Maybe if we upped that to 30, double the price, half the amount. So if we put, say, 50 on, that's 9 gold. So that's worth a shot for 30 gold. You never know. And then if they sell, then we've made enough to pay for the rest of the Alexandrite, which would be really nice. Panthers are amazing. They are when you get some sales. I haven't had a huge number of sales yet. I've had one at the moment. Oh, did we have a cat in the background? They're busy playing at the moment. Just bake some, can't stop eating. Fresh white bread is absolutely delicious, definitely. Pause your panther making got too heated. The downside for full pop server. Yes, I think when the margins get so slim because it costs so much to make them, it's really not worth it. Certainly. Yeah, for the time to make, I'd rather wait until the profit margins were higher than really sort of fight out for just like 1,000 gold or something like that. We need to make our things though, so let's do our wild jade here. We'll keep some in stock, so I'll make 20 because we'll get some transmutation procs in this hopefully as well. Always useful to have some wild jade. Samadan uses some as well. He hasn't got any in the bank at the moment, so I'll always make use of them. There's our first proc, so I'll let that run through. Right, okay. Oh, we've got quite a few procs then. 2, 2 and 2 then. So we should have... How many have we got at the moment? We have 24. Fantastic. Okay, we'll send those 24 over to Bridget. She can make use of those for now, and then we can always make some more later. There we go. So let's go through here. Old Dalaran and get the glyph of Dalaran Brilliance, going for a lot of money these days. Oh, interesting, Inkstained. I didn't know that one actually. In terms of glyphs, I haven't got a great deal in my collection yet. That's another in the list of things to do, and we don't have long now between now and Shadowlands. That's really going to be my opportunities to do that. Looking at it, what's going to be the most effective use of my time? Well, I think levelling up the weapons is a good idea, as has previously been discussed, just for my general ability to get through the beginning of Shadowlands. Obviously, I'm going to be able to upgrade those fairly easily in the near future, so that's okay. But it just gives me a head start, certainly. And then collecting up the glyphs is one thing, rounding out this profession a little bit more. The jewel crafting is doing well. Engineering still needs a lot of work on it. I still haven't done something like the Vial of the Sands. I don't really want to get into that too much right now. Probably later on in the expansion would be more good use of my time, I think, on that one. So, right, we've got Panthers. What are we missing? The Wild Jade here. I need to pick that up from the mailbox. I'm sure I just picked that up. What am I missing? Oh, I sent across the Alexandrite, not the Wild Jade. Oh, silly person. Let's try that again. This time with vigour. Let's send over the right thing next time. You sold Panthers for 3.5 million gold over the last 30 days with a 600,000 profit. That is very nice, Mr. Honkit. Very nice, definitely. They're going to the left, the Sept, the Violet Citadel. Okay. Did you miss the Chewbacca onesie stream? You did. That was a good couple of weeks ago now. Definitely. You'll find it on YouTube under the VODs there. It's clearly labelled Chewbacca stream. There we go. That was what I actually wanted to send on over, which I completely did the wrong thing. So that can go over to Bridget. And we'll go this way. You can make them on is approximately 500 gold each. Not worth it. Yeah, that is a tough market, definitely. Do that on Christmas Day along with the family. Do the Vial of the Sands. That would be not necessarily a Christmas I'd want to do. Real Ginny, definitely. Consider the quartz add-on shows the total time for crafting, among others. It's a total redo of the cast bar, though just a heads up. Oh, right, okay. Quartz. I've not heard of that one. Let me just write that down. There you go. Yeah, look, good evening to you. Oh no, the Chewbacca family. Oh right. Okay, yeah, that would make more sense. Gold making's going very well, thank you. We're almost very close up to 1.6 million. So we've had some good sales over the past few days, which I'm very happy with. And deal with, nope, all male, there we go. So now we're going to make ourselves our first big panther, seeing as the other panthers aren't the jeweled onyx one. They just, the sunstone, the ruby and the sapphire aren't selling for as much. So we're going to pop on a jade panther as well, and then we should, and we've got all of those that we need, create one of those, and then we should be able to make a jeweled onyx panther. Be tempting to have one myself, but 119, crafting cost is 94, so just make sure the crafting cost on each of these. So you're getting a rough 5,000, 11,000 potential profit on them individually, so your total profit 24,000 is about right, 120,000. So let's create one. First time making one, there we go. 25,000 on the big one, yeah, and I wouldn't complain at that at all. It's a great cast power add-on, okay. Much less on a very family day, exactly. Fairly good sales to me lately. 1.2 thousand per glyph. That is pretty good, and they can be consistent. There's so many glyphs, they can be consistent sellers, definitely. Right, so we just need to update our TSM now. So we are on our groups here. Panthers. Then we need to add in the jeweled onyx. I guess we'll put it in the same bracket at the moment. See what kind of price have we got. Min is 103. Max is 494, and normal is 141. Those seem quite good numbers looking at that, so I'll go with that. Let's try this one. Let's run a post. I'll be interested to see how easily this sells. If it does, 119,000. How many have we got? What's my competition like at the moment? So it's the usual suspects. Me, Vallegro, Waki, and another one diagnosed. So that should be okay. Let's post ours on. See what we get it for. There we go. Okay. So Bridget's done. Daily cooldowns are done on you. Yards, peculiar energy sources done. Let's move. Oh, goodness, sneeze, sorry. Apologies. Oh, excuse me. Nadamas. Wow, Saxon Girl, thank you so much. 8 months of your prime. That is amazing. Whole lot of notes for you. Thank you so much, Saxon Girl. How are you? How's your evening going so far? It just takes one person to mess up the prices for a while. That's the main problem, is it? Definitely. Leveling a gatherer first in Shadowlands. Should you sell every herb and ore as soon as you get them? Oh, this is the Horde side. Actually, that's going to be interesting. I'll be interested to look at that from the Horde perspective. I'll add that to the list. I won't do that now, but I'll be interested to look at it. And then we need to do alchemy. Transmute bag to anchors. There we go. So yes, sorry, Romanoff, you were saying, should you sell the herbs as soon as you get them, or should you send them to your other professions and try and level them at the same time? What would I do? I've been considering the same thing myself. Now, tempting as it is for me to sell them at a nice high price, because I'm also trying to get the professions going early on, then I think my time and money would be better spent actually transferring those to another character and then using the professions myself. Thank you, Herinpi. Let's do the... Oh, we sold some anchor weed. That's good. Let's open up all of that. We're up to, yeah, about 50,000 here, so we're doing well. Let's post the rest of the stuff on. Let's see how we get on there. Doing well? Fantastic. Wonderful to hear. We're just going through our characters at the moment. Then we're going to go and check out Nathanos after this. Just on Samadan, see how it gets on. Depending, when's the next 34 slot bag? It's not till 11, is it? I don't think. I'll have to look at the timers for it. I'll have to look at that a bit later. So let's go through here and jump onto the next character. And then Feng Shui will leave, Paladin will leave. Now Hellfire, I wanted to check on Hellfire because she's been selling on behalf of Samadan and for science the Enchants and the Uncanny Gear from the video. It's 6 hours for the next NA bag, not sure on EU. Yeah, I'll have to look at the Discord where we have the numbers there. Oh, wow, head. Where's my Discord? There it is. Right. Let that run through there for the moment. How do I price my Panther Gems? You went with Kuiperite times 5 plus the price of the Golden Lotus. My Panther Gems, I'm not sure how I've done them actually. Blinded me with science. You use 4 hours, is it? Okay, thank you, Qualgy. Ish. So I had you had the bag row around 2 hours ago, right? So I missed it on that front. We'll have to have a look. Right now, did I get any sales? Is my burning question here. And we did. We sold. Okay, this is good. So let's deal with the expires. Take those off. So I've got to remember not to open these up. So we spent 6,000. What was my spreadsheet? Here it is. So this was from earlier yesterday, and we spent 6,280 gold on tie spray linen and nylon thread. And so we've currently got in sales 4,900. So we're literally just 1,300 gold off of our target for breaking even. And we've sold 1 enchant, 1 uncanny cloak. We've still got a lot of uncanny gear here and a few more enchants, so that's pretty good. It's 0141. Right, okay. That's going to be past my bedtime, certainly. So I'm going to post these on. I'll use the auctioneer as you're not been killed. And let's go through. We'll use, I'll just browse. I'll post these on manually at the moment. See how they come out. Just have a look. Okay, so force multiplier. I'm going to undercut Samadan, sorry. Post those on for 12 hours. And Cord of Haste, I'm going to undercut myself on a little bit there as well. Deep Sea Bag goes for 90 gold on your server. That's quite a bit lower in terms of profit margins. And a Cord Critical Strike, we'll get those on. And then let's have a look at this Uncanny Gear. So obviously Samadan is here. We've got some undercuts already, so we'll just post on at the lowest price. Obviously this is costing us a little bit of gold as well, so I've got that to take into account my posting fees. So I'm just going to post these on manually. I don't mind that I'm undercutting myself on most of these. The main thing of doing this is for science and to see how we get on in terms of money we can make. Obviously you can see I've got quite a lot of stuff on here, 2 different lots of boots as well, interestingly. There we go. Looking at the 60 gold deep sea bags, ouch. Yeah, that's, I mean, what's the price of your tide spray? Would be my first question. There's quite a lot of this to post on, so manually will do for now, just so I can keep an eye on things and look at the posting fees and all that, but I may have to put this into a group to do this more efficiently in the future. 1 gold 32. Okay. That's not too bad. 132, 127. Wow. Okay, so that's posted on. Hopefully we can get some more sales, but I'm really pleased with that start. That's definitely good. Obviously the deep sea bags have sold very quickly, so that's pretty good going. 1.5. Okay, let's head back to Samadan. We'll leave this to work out. So let's say 1 gold 32 for Tide Spray. Let's have a look. So say your gold, 1 gold 32, and say you bought 10,000, and then your nylon thread is here, and your deep sea bags are what, 60 gold? So you could make, so that would cost you 15,000. If you went mainly uncanny, you could make 60 deep sea bags for 3,600. So you just wouldn't get enough out of your cost of your Tide Spray linen from that, just selling deep sea bags, definitely. If you were to, it depends on your uncanny profit, but you'd have to sell 53 of those, which is going to be pretty high. You'd be better off probably turning that into mainly sinister and disenchanting that. Rough profit's still only 4,300 there, so it's not a huge amount from the looks of things. I would probably want to try and get some, say your uncanny profit was terrible, like 500 gold. Profit there is 2,000 gold. If you halved that, then you got 36 deep sea bags for 2,000 gold, and maybe 28 uncanny bits of gear for 14,000. Gives you a rough profit of 8,000. It's still cutting it fine in terms of the time it would take you to make 1,000 braces. It's debatable whether that's worth it for 8,000 gold. Looking at those prices, that's the main difference, really. Looking at that. Where can you find that spreadsheet? That is part of the new Bracer Super Shuffle, which basically I've just done the video on. Shuffle is that's a link to the spreadsheet itself, and then the video that accompanies it is this one. We'd rather run a few old raids. Yeah, I think I would be inclined to agree with you on that one, Mr. Honkit. Rather than sitting around doing the scrapper for all that time, certainly not. Undercuts are very fast. It's almost impossible if you don't stay at the auction house. Undercutting's such a tricky thing to combat, really. I try to stay diverse in a lot of different markets so I don't get affected by that too much. If you put each other whitelist, we need to undercut others by 2 or 3 silver. So whitelisting, I don't believe works in the same way as it used to work, because you're no longer undercutting people to be the the first. You're matching the lowest price, so it doesn't really matter if you whitelist someone or not. You're still going to post at the same price of them. It's down to whether you are the last to post, whether you get any sales. The main thing is just trying to get the price higher so that you don't have all those cheap ones, and the only way you can really do that is try and limit someone else's stock. So either by posting at a different time to avoid the person, or by looking at what materials go into that item and see if there's anything you can do to limit that. Obviously it's not very easy on some things, and you might get a mount as well. Exactly. Yeah, whitelisting in general is currently broken and doesn't work. Okay, thank you, Real Ginny, for the confirmation on that as well. So, right, Samadan has no sales through as yet. Anything pending? We've got some enchants coming through, Force Multiply, Quick Navigation, and the Bombay Cat from earlier. Let's go over to the Nathanos event. Shouldn't be too long on Samadan. We can go through and do this. I'll just make sure we've got quest options, arrow options, general options, skip cutscene, because we've already seen that. We don't need to auto use flight pass. We'll close that one down. There we go. We'll head our way over to Stormwind, get ourselves an upgrade to our weapon, first and foremost. Fear Rider, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Posting for multiple tunes, they should all have each other whitelisted, but it just ignores it and posts at the same price as your other tune anyway. Right, so would whitelist and just not post? Would that be the the correct way of doing it? Or would, I mean, the way I would have thought it would have worked would be to actually post at a cheaper price. Not a cheaper price, post at the same price, but you still post anyway. But because you're matching the same price, you end up effectively undercutting yourself or the person you whitelisted. Urgent request. Here we go. Let's go do this one. They are aware I'm working on it. Okay, that's good to know.
How could I
Jump through this. Do we need to see what happened? I'm not sure if we do or not. Yes, we do. There we go.
These abductions, the scourge attacks.
That's quick enough. Let's go over this way.
By a loon's fury, we will bring her
Still wanting to
to
go to
justice.
Sunwell Plateau here. Competitor post 20 silver. You post 17 silver. Your friends 2 silver after mine sold. You post 1 silver undercut, so your friend is now in front of the list. So are you all undercutting? Because TSM should normally just match the lowest price. So you post at 17 silver. Your friends 2 silver after yours sold. So I don't understand why you'd be undercutting. So that works, does it? Okay.
Greetings. Be careful.
Unless I've missed something there.
Make sure
Okay.
you bring Lieutenant Vernon up to speed before you
Right,
return.
do we need to
He will be
do
awaiting
both
your
of these?
initial reports from Darkshire.
Death Rising, Crusader. We need to do this before we go over to Nathanos, I believe, for the courier. Okay, let's go do that. Lunatic. I think with Tyrande, I think she was asking the wrong questions about where she is, because I didn't think she really got any answers, and Nathanos was definitely in the position of power there. Is it this one? No, it's this one.
Need help? Have a good one.
Let's go through, hand these in, go through the next one. I'm assuming these are all the ones we need to do. Guard Captain Josephine at 3 corners. We'll do that one. Yeah, I think the motives are definitely not the best in terms of thinking. Definitely. Good evening, Dave. How are you? Lovely to have you here. How are you enjoying the Scourge event? Have you got some nice gear? Yeah, he answered in riddles, basically. Yeah. So she basically allowed him to Hearthstone to Shadowlands. Doing good? I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Had a busy day today, but we're going to get ourselves some extra gear for Samadan. Bit of a small upgrade. We'll do the Nathanos fight here. Tempted to try and get myself. I missed all that. Someone's asking. Someone enchant my stuff. I'm tempted to try and get myself in position for the bag when it next is available at a reasonable hour. Back in town tomorrow. I haven't been able to check it out yet. Oh, right, fantastic. It's good. You can get some gear from it. The cinematics are wonderful, as always. I'm more interested to see what happens next week. I feel like we're just at the start of things. There we go.
Bless you.
I hear squeaking behind me. Oh, that's on the bed. Not sure if I can turn the camera on in the background. Hold on. Can't see them quite there. Move them over that way. Hold on, let me just zoom that in. And configure video zoom. There we go. There we go. Put them on in the background. There we go. Actually care about rezzing. Sylvanas will care about rezzing the Thanos over there. I don't know. I mean, he's her champion. I think he has more for her. He has more emotionally devoted to her than she of him. Certainly, I would say. I'll go for a full screen cats for a minute. Of course, as soon as I turn it on. There we go. One's having a little play away. I'll have a look there. What have I got? 205,000 profit on your server on the Bracer Shuffle. I think I'll hold off for now. Wow, that is a decent amount. Decent amount indeed, definitely. Story-wise, before the Third War. I mean, I think the Thanos is. I don't know what his story was before the Third War. I'd have to read up on that one. Yeah, he's the one that is infatuated. Yeah, what Sylvanas thinks with the Jailer, I'm not sure. Let me just head over and do this quest whilst we've got Kitten Cam on. There we go. And I'll just hand this in.
See you around.
And I need to go tag a few things. What's my instant? Oh, it's my there we go. I could find some over here. This is easier. Right, lots of people over here. In fact, let's go over this way instead. A load of those. There we go. Okay, that's the one redeemed. Thank you, Cal, for that one. Scourge slain. You got them all yet? Why have I not got the next thing on? Who wants to come out? Jammy, as always. Jammy's always first to want to come up my leg. Can't quite see here. There we go. Just wants to say hello. Minus 205,000. Oh, okay, minus. Okay, maybe not then. Yeah. Yeah, cat attack on my leg. He thought he'd come up and say hello. You look sleepy. This isn't really the place to be sleeping, though. Not sure where you're going to be perched. Don't understand how I can make him not look at Uncanny. Who's that, Mushy? Just have no interest in the undercutting war. No, I wouldn't. An undercutting war, definitely not. Right, as you're falling asleep, let's put you next to your brother. Your brother's zonked out already. Say hello to your brother. Or not. In that kind of, oh, the spreadsheet. Ah, right, of course. Right, we've got 512 of 12 scourge. Let's do some more here whilst we're here. Let's grab a few more. Tag those. And see if there's any more. There's another one up here. Jumping down here somewhere. Where did that end up? That disappeared over somewhere. Oh, I grabbed it from there. There we go. I've not got my enemy things turned on. Hold on. On the roof. Interface. Names. Enemies. All NPCs. Enemy units. There we go. I feel claws on my legs. And he appears again. He wants a lap or something. This is the thing. Just wants a lap. It takes several times. I'm not going to do a leg cam. They just literally just scale up my leg. They learnt that trick a couple of days ago, and you're allergic to cats. Oh no, sorry to hear that, Dion. Yeah, my wife is also allergic to cats, but it hasn't stopped her having 4 so far. More allergic to guinea pigs, I think. Alright, you're going to want to just sleep on the desk, aren't you? Okay, pop you down there. I'll just have a kitten control my character. What could possibly go wrong? Let's just target that. There we go. Back over this way. There's too many curious things up here, though. You really want to go sleep next to your brother. Or not. Or just run off crazy. Risen fiends, there we go. Grab another one. How many do we need? There's another 2 there, that should be enough. Once this one's down, there we go. Then we can join in the next one. There we go. Whole new idea to feral kitty. Yes, definitely. Right, okay, we've done that, hand that in. Then we've got the field report next, isn't it? So let's go over and grab that. And going in, Traitors through Stormwind. Okay, let's head over this way, go hand this one in. You need an addition on the spreadsheet. Make all expulsum into disenchant items. So that would be if you go to the spreadsheet. What have you just sold? Something. So if you've got the spreadsheet here, if you don't want to get into the uncanny market, then you change your proportion of sinister to 1, and then that gives you the maximum number of sinister braces to disenchant, and that will use up all of your embroidered deep sea satin, and it'll give you the maximum amount of expulsum, 160, which you can then turn straight into braces. And the only things you've got spare there is a little bit of expulsum and deep sea bags there. So that'll be the way around to do it, Mushy, on the sheet. So you change your proportion of sinister. That will change it's a bit like changing the weighting before. So that would be the way to work it. Or if you, in my case, I want to do less disenchanting, I want to go all uncanny, then I'll go that way round, set the proportion to 0. Or if I want to spread it between the 2, which is what I've got it set to, is the 74 versus 36, like that. But why would you want to use your deep sea satin for expulsum? So the deep sea satin is only because it's part of the sinister combatants braces. I mean, if you want to turn your, the only other way then really is to look at it of you're not doing absolutely everything is cheaper. Scribe, blacksmith, and leatherworking. That's fair enough if you want to do it that way round. This is more about making use of the materials you get from scrapping braces. That's the main thing. Your bags sell for 189, so you'd want to get the maximum amount of your bags anyway. So if you didn't make any, if you change the proportion back to 0, you still get enough to make 60 deep sea bags from your deep sea satin, and then the expulsum you can send over to whichever character you want to make into something different, like say your leatherworker or your scribe or your blacksmith. Sends your expulsum over to them. Well, not send it, send the braces over for them to scrap, and they can have the expulsum instead. Would be the way I would do that. In terms of working out a profit that way, I'm not sure how easily you'd be able to do that, because it depends on the price of what you can make from there. This is more of a guideline as to what to do with the materials more than anything else. You will then obviously get an excess of embroidered deep sea satin. That's the main thing you have there. but that doesn't count the same for you. It does. The focus here is more. I mean, I could make the. It depends on what materials I've got. At the moment, I'm using this just to make sure I use up my embroidered deep sea satin more than anything else. I'm making the most out of what I get from my materials here. It's more like a bit like sort of cooking a roast chicken and then using the carcass to make a soup afterwards. Is my analogy of it. I'm basically using as much of it as possible. Is the theory behind that. I haven't messed around TSM in a long time. Is it still difficult? Is it still difficult? Operations and groups. My wife has a parrot. It's easier now, definitely, Calibrath, and managing groups and operations is much easier now, definitely. Yeah, I'd recommend just start small and build it up yourself. Cat climbing over my wife's shoulder. Save embroidered deep sea satin and expulsum. Once you hit 60, then maybe solo BFA mythics for hydrocore and make 32 slot bags, which is another good option actually in Atty. If you can get the hydrocores, that'll be worth it. And what am I stocking up for Shadowlands? The main thing is really gold more than anything else at this point, and collecting recipes. I'm not necessarily stocking up. I'm still trying to sell as much as possible. Okay, do we need to actually read this?
See you later. What can I do for
There
you?
we go, got that one. Okay, so now we need to... And Nathanos Blightcaller slain. Okay, there we go. We picked up the quest for that. I'm going to grab the flight point just so I can save actually having to point myself in the right direction. Slightly... Might be... Oh, I haven't got the flight points around here actually. Let's go... I guess let's go Airy Peak and then fly from there. That's probably the best option. There we go. But do I have the leatherworking Sinister Bracers? Yes, I... Ooh, actually, I'm not sure if I do have a rank 3 on that one. I might have. I might not, though. I'd have to look at it. Because in the past, yes, the leatherworking bracers have been cheaper to make. So in theory, your profit margins could be higher using that instead. Like the original bracer Super Shuffle, definitely. Right, we'll go do this. How far have we got? That's do we need to have Sunwell Plateau on? With all the things looking for Sunwell Plateau, how are we doing in terms of our percentages whilst I'm here? Achievements wise, we don't have a lot of stuff there, percentages. In terms of numbers, Dungeons and Raids is a big one, Outdoor Zones is another one, Kalimdor, Darnassus, Vendor, you've got 31 things here, got a lot of stuff for the Epicureans Awards. Oh yes, we need to do our dailies for the Epicureans Awards is the next thing we need to do on Samadan, just so I can collect up some of these and take them off my list is the next thing on there, definitely. It's more what materials can you get your hands on. As I said before, sales are so high, the auction house is being drained. Yeah, I can see in your situation, Mushy, you might want to look at different alternatives. What materials can you get is your driving force and factor, as opposed to trying to make the most of the tide spray in order to make some gold that way. I can see the difference, definitely, in which case the spreadsheet may not be as useful. Right, okay, so the only main problem with this is the long flight time, isn't it? Getting all the way over here. Started to play also on Azuna and Shadow Song. Oh, fantastic. Lovely to have you here. You have your third 50 level character. Main's blacksmithing craft steelbound harness from Legion. Put it on the auction house at 35,000, then 30, then 28, and nobody buys it. Why? Steel bound harness. I'll have to look that one up in particular. Let me have a look. Steel bound, I can't add it to a group here. Or is it steel bound? No, I don't think I can do it here because I'm not the blacksmith, perhaps. Well, I should be able to because this is everything I have here. Is it blacksmith only? That could be an issue on that front, definitely. It's not. Oh, there we go. Machinist Brilliance just sold for 500. Inkstain going for a Silas. Of course. What kind of Silas would you like? It's not fell core harness. Okay, let's have a look. Let's go search. Fell. Is it fell core or fell core? No, I don't see that on my list here. Mana-proof from the pet battle dungeons. I haven't done the pet battle dungeons, which is where I've not got myself the flight point, unfortunately. Again, Greymane Salve after Anduin was taken. Okay, that's more of sort of like a far cry, isn't it? Okay, let's have a look. Arathipor is the correct name, which will appear in TSM Ledger. Okay, thank you, Fedaka God. There we go. Let's have a look. We'll find this first, and then I'll do the Silas for you, ink stained. Yeah, because I haven't sold any or made use of any, then I don't have any available here to look at on my auction. Inventory, not revenue. Hold on, let me have a look. Inventory, revenue. Thank you. Okay, sales, other resale expenses. No, steel skin potion is the only thing I've sold. Resale expenses. I wouldn't have purchased one, would I? Failed auctions. No, I've never made or sold one, so I don't have any data on that, unfortunately. Spizzley's up. Good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Auction house is not a vendor. Have to post when someone wants it, and you have to be the most recent to post. It's not the price, just making sure someone wants it whilst yours is posted last. Undercutting is only going to make you lose more gold when you actually do sell it. Exactly as Sith Lord Bane has said. It's not. Sometimes you have to list something several times, especially if it's got a poorer sale rate. Then you're just going to have to keep on posting it up and see what happens there. Nasados, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Alright, let's do this Silas. So again, Greymane after Anduin has been taken. We'll do one of those. Okay. Silas! He's just gone. Silas is gone. What are we going to do? He's been taken. I hope that worked for you. Posting some leather transport for 12,000 gold for days, didn't sell, and then there were none on the auction house. Your normal price was 29,000 and you sold it then and then. Yeah, it's I mean, I've sold some crazy things for high prices sometimes. It's just a question of waiting it out sometimes. Ichigo Neko, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, be patient and just post it. I mean, the other thing to watch out for is your posting fees. How much is it costing you to post? Just to keep an eye on that as well. Yeah, getting cheaper doesn't mean the sales, as Natty says. Would it be possible to get an expulsion value from the spreadsheet? I haven't been able to calculate one, no, Mushy, simply because of all the different ways in which you can manipulate it to get something else out of it. So it was very hard to actually come up with a formula that worked with everything. So I've gone with the base price for the Expulsum, which is based off of the price of 6.25 Tide Spray braces, assuming that anything else. What you could do in a case like yours is you could take the price of the 6.25 braces. You could maybe take off if you're not doing Uncanny, maybe take off the however many profits you get from the deep sea bags from that, and cut that down to a slightly smaller amount. That could work. Minus the value of the bags. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Mushy. Exactly that. I think that's what I would do, because that's what you're getting of use out of it for your particular case. Yeah, cost of 1,000 braces minus the value of the bags. Yeah, ends up being about 38 gold. Yeah, I mean that sounds like it would work. Something like that. Right, here we go. Here's Nathanos. There we go. So let's have a look. We need to open this up. We need to join in. That one looks like it's in the midst of things. Let's start that. I haven't healed in a long time, actually. Let's go see if I can actually heal. Let's just move this. Oh, that's locked now. I have to make do with what I've got. Is Nathanos dead already? Oh no, he's here. Heal people up. Get people going alive. Because I know it can hurt a lot being here. I'm just making... I'm not sure what my voodoo is set up for now, actually. Just try and keep everything, including myself, healed up.
Refreshing, isn't it? Facing one another at long last.
Move out that way. Wonder what weapon we'll get this way. It's going to be interesting. I really can't remember how I've set everything up here. This doesn't work. How much heal I've got. Just heal everyone up over there. Getting 26 gold, 62 from Expulsum. That seems pretty good. And just stand on the roof thinking it's safe. I certainly won't do that. Everyone seems to be doing alright so far. Flash here on that. Yeah. Again next week. Yeah, again next week, so we'll do the same thing. It must be surely done by now.
All this grows tiresome.
There
Give
we go.
me a real challenge.
Ooh, then we've got Sentinel's Branch, two-handed staff. Fantastic. Is that him done? I think that's him done. Lovely job. Okay, let's head on outside. And then I'll make sure I did get the loot before I have a look. Hold on. There we go. Sentinel's Branch, heroic, item level 115. Let's leave party. There we go. So I was...
If it isn't Azeroth's
There we are.
mightiest
So I was item
champion.
level 95. So 115 takes me up to item level 110, which is quite reasonable. I'm quite happy with that. We'll just park ourselves back in... Let's go Dalaran Way. We can sort that one out.
bad things I've done.
Yeah, the Expulsum still has a cost and a value in crafting, yeah.
Frightfully predictable.
You use flat brace the price times 7 for Expulsum just to be sure. I mean, that will give you a decent buffer, as it were, of the materials. There we go. That's a nice little staff we've got. Matches my hippogriff, which is quite nice. Okay, makes me more of a druid though, definitely. Accounting of the value of the residual byproducts of scrapping, you're making a lot of assumptions about whether such byproduct will sell. Yes, Neville, that's the thing, is you either look at if you're looking at the market value, that's going to be one of the situations, or you're looking what you're going to turn it into, and obviously assuming that you're going to sell it for that price. Both cats are fast asleep together. What would be the best way to have a BFA to Silence translation in TSM, starting from a fresh profile or modifying the one you use? I would still use the one I use, because the difference being now is everything I'm doing at the moment, it will still work. Yes, it is a lot of uncertainty, Neville. The main thing really is to just put a rough value on it and not be so cutthroat on your profit so that you're not going to lose out. Because the only thing with Shadowlands when you're working on your groups is you're adding to this rather than taking any of this stuff away. But making a copy would work as well, definitely. Would cost you 54 gold. How's my luck with the bag? I haven't tried yet. I've done. I did it once on NA on the last stream, and that's as far as I got. I haven't done it again since. Right, whilst I'm here, Epicurean's Awards was the next thing we needed to do. In our collecting all the things recipes wise. We're not going full Cune level here, we're just going with recipes as it is. I don't think I could quite do it to that level. Oh, actually, whilst I'm here, I'll do the old Dalaran one first. Get myself the extra quest there. Good evening, Annette. How are you? Lovely to have you here. Stopcraft going for a full stream, cats? You certainly can. They're fast asleep at the moment. I can maybe move the camera a little bit closer. Hold on. Try not to disturb them. Hold on, let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. Oh, I kicked their toy. Whoops. That got their attention. They're too sleepy though. Too sleepy. There we go. Sleep, little kitty. Purr, purr, purr. There we go. I hope that worked for you, Stopcraft. Nice sleeping cats. Got them over. There we go. If you could sleep all day, then most definitely that would be the way to do it, certainly. One-headed kitten monster. It's a little bit like that. They do merge into each other because of the similar patterning on their backs and things. Perfect. Okay, excellent. Right, go through here, pick up the quest. What have you got this time round?
Safe travels.
Meatloaf, mushroom meatloaf. What do we need to do? We need to go 4 infused mushrooms, 2 chilled meats, and bring the finished mushroom meatloaf. Infused mushroom meatloaf. Autumn Bennett, curiosities and more, needs mushroom meatloaf. Get some infused mushroom found in the sewers. Okay, they're in the sewers. Can do those ones. Definitely Starkers. That seems to be the theme in a lot of the times with the stream. Right, let's go in here. I guess down here will get me into the underbelly. There we go. Got to remember the layout of here in a good way. Yes, definitely. That's how I took it. Right, mushrooms are in here somewhere.
Just in time. Let's see this thing off then.
Right, what have you got? Mushrooms. Are they going to be anywhere in particular? Don't see any little sparkly things. I can't remember where they were. Is that one? There we go, there's one down there. Infused mushrooms. Hiding in the corner. We'll grab that one. How many do we need? We need 2 chilled meats, 4 infused mushrooms. Okay, we'll go and do those ones. Our paws combine. Just an additional cost to get the mats with the leather braces. Have 11k for the bags and 20k for the enchants. Investment of 15. For an investment of 15k. And that looks at how much gold you're making. So that sounds like it's definitely worth doing on your server, Mushy. Looking at that. Right, can't see any here. Let's go find some more. They usually... There we go, there's one sparkling away here. Grab that one. We'll have a look around. See if you can find any more. There's another one. And there's another one over there, and that will be me done. Then the chilled meats, I believe I have. So I should be alright on that front. Let's have a look. And cook them in this meatloaf pan. And I need a cooking fire, so we need a pierre. Let's make that. There we go. Infused mushroom meatloaf. Then we need to give it to you, which are over the top there. So let's go outside. Can we go out this way? Let's have a look. Not sure if I can actually. I'll go out this way. Rather than save myself getting... Have I started making Shadowlands groups already? No, not yet, Darkwing. I'm going to be doing that over the next couple of weeks, definitely. Just to get myself started. But I'm not in a kind of like rush because I like to be more as of like to sort of build up my groups as I go as well. When will the Deep Sea Saturn be sold out on Shadowsong? I don't know. It's more to do with... There you are, over here, I think. It's more to do with... you're in the top, I assume. There you are. More to do with the tie spray linen than anything else. Take that, Kieran's awards, and then we'll go back to Stormwind, and we'll go and collect ourselves. Can we get a Stormwind portal in here? I'm not sure if there is one. Yes, there is. And then I'll get the quest from here as well. You got your Northrend hat yesterday. How many badges am I still missing? Are you going to make it before Shadowlands? Well, I've already got the hat. The hat I've got. The main thing I'm doing here is getting the extra cooking recipes because I would like to just complete the collection more than anything else. There's no real gold making incentive to this. Just now that I've got all the things, it keeps pointing me at things that I can collect, and so this is one of the things I can do fairly easily. It's quite a nice bit of fun to do as well. Camely63, so thank you so much for the follow. We just sold something for 316 gold. No idea what it is. Okay, so what do we need to do here? Fisherman's Feast, gigantic catfish. So you're going to be... Oops. Yeah, you'll just buy each of the fishermen. So we'll have a look there. They're in the barrels next to you. I'll just borrow these. Another one over there. Then we'll go over this way. No, there's more. There's only one there. I'll go over this way. There's more over this way. There we go. Deep Sea Saturn's up to 9 gold each from Shadow Song right now, so don't see it selling out anytime soon. So I won't be buying any large amounts at that price. No, I won't be buying it at that price. I wonder how is Tide Spray doing, is my other question. I'd be tempted to buy some more. I still have absolutely loads on me though, so I'm not going to be quite investing in that yet. But that is another thing to think about. Get it now and have some stock of it before Shadowlands, because obviously people will be doing different things come Shadowlands. Okay, that's our catfish collected. Get ourselves another Epicurean's Award, and then we can trade that in for some cooking recipes. Still follow your logic. Buy the linen and scrap with your leather worker. Yes, exactly. If I've got the materials for and veiled and umber and satin on the side, yeah, there's no harm in doing it that way, certainly. And then think of something to do with your embroidered deep sea satin at some point as well. 64,000 of it are under 2 gold right now. That would be tempting. Let's have a look. What do we sell? Machinist Brilliance and Versatile Navigation. Okay, that was there. Bracelet Super Shuffle. No, that's in actually VFA. Not enchanting. Under tailoring. VFA mats. We've got 9 on threads up there. Embroidered deep sea satins at 2 gold 87. Tide sprays on at 165. Yeah, deep sea satin at 9 gold. That's fairly high, isn't it? 1 gold 65. I mean, you've got, yeah, that's 63 all there at 189. My average buy price is currently at 198. I currently still have about 38,000 on me, so I wouldn't really want to buy that much. How much would that cost me? If I were to buy it out of that much, go all the way up to here, that would cost me 122,000 gold, and I've only just gotten myself over my 1.5 million, so I definitely don't want to do that one. 400,000 on Outland for 130 and under, yeah. Keep the embroidered deep sea satin and use that during Shadowlands to make the big bags. You could, I guess, depending on how easily you can get your hydrocores, then that would be an option, certainly. But then whether we still have bags that are the Shadowlands bags, how easily those are obtainable would be the counter to that, certainly. The hard part getting the tidal cores, yeah. Even running dungeons all the times, can't keep up the sales right now. Yeah, it's the sheer number of them which is the main problem. Epicurean's Awards, you're here. Sous Chef. So, baked rockfish. How many Epicurean's Awards? I've got 6. So, did I open up all my bags? My spicy bags? I think I did by the looks of those things. Wrong person again. There we go. So, what have we got? Baked rockfish. We could learn that. And basilisk liver dog. We can learn that as well. Okay, and then we'll run out of Epicurean's Awards. So we'll grab those two. Add them to my list. New things to learn. There we go. Fantastic. We're doing well. We've got a few other things looking at in Stormwind. We've got, what have we got here? That's Whisker Catfish from Catherine Leyland and Finn Avon. That seems easy enough. Alt right click, where are you? Your fishing supplies. Is that easy? 15 alts times 4, 3,000. Yeah, you just want them yourself, that's fair enough. Where's this? Over this way. Fishing supplies. Here you are.
Hello.
Don't really want to do the daily, but we want to browse your goods. What have you got? Recipe, Whisker, Catfish, and Fin Albacore. Well, that's a simple one. That saves me doing a lot. There we go. Another 2. Another 2. Done. Okay, where's my window gone? I lost it. Slash all the things. Where's the interface? Where's the mini list? Is it that one or the professional list? No. How do I open it if I accidentally closed it? Is it a slash reload I need to do? Recipes? No, there we go. What recipes would I target first for blacksmith in Outland if I had none? Oh, I'll go for easy to obtain first. Just so that you can see the collection growing would be my main reason there. Let's just try slash reload. That'll be the main thing. Let's try that. 150 deep sea bags left on your server and no deep sea satin under 15 gold. Wow, that's an interesting economy to work with, definitely. There we go. That's what I wanted. So next thing we've got is the vendor here. This is source heavenly shards times 5 to buy all of these. These are interesting. Hypnotic dust and heavenly shards. How do I get heavenly shards is a good question. Heavenly, that's Maelstrom Shatter. Heavenly shard. I have 53 in the guild vault, so that's a good start. We can buy some. The mat cost is 5 gold. They're currently really expensive. Why are they so expensive? Well, we'll get some from the guild vault. That's something we can do. So let's go over. Guild vault is over here. Mother Beans, thank you so much.
Mother Beans just subscribed. Good evening, folks. How are we?
Doing very, very well, thank you, Mother Beans. Lovely to have you here. I hope you're having a fantastic evening so far. We're just grabbing us. We've got some small, we can combine those. We're just grabbing ourselves some spare recipes at the moment on Samadan. But thank you so much for your 7 months. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you. The whole of the emotes for you. Thank you so much. We also have kittens on tonight, which is brilliant. Father Chili, what's that from? Darkwing. Well, raid drops it is then. What recipes are we targeting? Yes, raid drops for that. Okay, I'm with you now. Right, so vendor, let's just have a look at this. Vendor wise, we want Alt and right click, find our way over to you. We can apparently buy a few things from you. Is it Jessica Caudle? This one, enchanting supplies. So things I haven't bought, and there's a few things I haven't got here. What's this cost? We got more of those. That's Maelstrom crystals. Okay, we didn't pick those up in the guild vault. We should be able to buy each of these though. Learned by Samadan. Learned by Samadan. Greater speed, greater stamina, peerless stats, greater critical strike, greater mastery, and mighty strength. learn all of those, and then we just need to go and get ourselves this other stuff. That takes the 20. We can do those. Magic lamp. We can't buy these at the moment because those are in already known, and that's already known. Immortal shard is 4 gold, strange dust and all that. So we need to go pick up some. What do we need to pick up? Maelstrom crystals. Okay, let's go get some of those. Actually, whilst we're here, is it in the guild vault? Isn't it? Yeah. We'll just use our mobile banking. Be completely lazy here. Make use of that one. Graph's not adding anything on the left anymore. It just says 10 million, 10M on every line. Okay. What's changed so it fixes it? What was that the amount you put in on this side, Mushy? On the quantity? Just put it in like, try 10? Or is it on the price? Is that what you're talking about on the spreadsheet, or are you talking about something completely different on TSM? Have I missed the point? On the spreadsheet? Yeah. Glad to see me streaming. Got a bit of a low grade on your first uni assignment of the year and feeling a bit down. Time to play some WoW. Well, lovely to have you here, Mother Beans. I'm sorry it didn't work out for you on your first grade. Just think it's not the grade you want yet, and you'll be able to get the grade you want in the future. Maelstrom crystals, going to grab those. Studying sociology, fantastic. Grab these and go with that. The other thing you could probably do is just undo everything you're doing, Mushy, Control Z, and it'll go back to the last point it was working. That would work for you as well. Okay, loads of things we learnt here. Be prepared for all the things to kick off now. It's all going. Okay. Finish to interview people and for assignment. Fuck you. Oh, that's very kind of you, Darkwing. First one never counts. Better luck next time around. I think quite like WoW to get the thoughts on something else. A lot of good fun in the pre-patch event. Yeah, exactly. Take your mind off things for a moment and then process what to do next time. And there'll be plenty of options, certainly. Just can't believe I haven't bought all these things before. All this stuff that I'm buying. So easily available in Stormwind. Get ourselves some extra recipes. Okay, so the vendor, that's all Epicurean's awards. So we can't do a lot with you. And these come through the achievements through cook 5,000 Cataclysm cooking recipes and catch 10,000 fish from fishing pools. That's going to be massive to do those. Let me just check I don't disturb the cats. I'm going to move my chair so I can keep an eye on them. Hold on. Try and do that carefully. There we go. Mediphonic, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. How's your day been so far? Hope it's all been good. We're currently just collecting recipes at the moment. We're doing quite well with what we've got available here in Stormwind. So we managed to get a few things there quite easily. Let's also have a look whilst we're here and in the mood for looking for recipes. Let's just have a look at what's on the vendors, on the auction house rather, not the vendors. Enchanting, usually it's quite expensive. What have you got here? Major Strength and Executioner. Executioner's 930. Major Strength is 1,000. Region is 686. And then Enchant Glove Mining is there. We've just sort of versatile navigation. So this will take up a little bit. Enchant Gloves Fishing. That's very expensive. It says zone drop in Hillsbrad Foothills. 100,000 gold. That's very expensive. TSM's vendor search function is broken. Just found 3,000 worth of items on your server that were posted to the auction house below vendor sale price. Have I experienced this? This was something that was mentioned before, I think. In the Wowhead blog in 149, I think it was. I reported on that one. I think there was something that's being missed out, certainly, in the way the item IDs work. I think. Can you tell at first? You come new, learn again. Well, you're more than welcome to come here and learn as much as possible. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. If it's to do with TSM, there's a good chance we'll be able to answer it. Yeah. Infantry and try to buy meat and fish. Super cheap in BFA, got a decent amount of cheap. Decent people just leveling it. Very nice. Don't trust vendor search at the moment. How about Najtar benthic account items for raw veiled crystals? Excuse me. Yes, that would work as well. Sorry, I disturbed the kitties. It all depends on how easily you can get hold of them, really. That's the main thing. How do I make it only show what's to collect in Stormwind and all the things? That's a different mini window that happens to pop up for each zone. So this is basically just telling me what's available in this zone. When I go / all the things, this is the main window here. So if I right click and do that one, I have basically show the mini map button. All mini maps are recipes, and then interface I have source locations. Where's the actual features? There's this one here, the mini list. Enable this option if you want to see everything you can collect in your current zone. This will automatically switch when you change zones. So the mini list is the one you want there. If you search for WoW UI on the auction house, search for weapons, green quality only, sort high to low, you'll find all level 57 items that get posted at lower eye level prices. And you can type /ATT mini list. Thank you. Okay, that's pretty good. Yes, that's what I read about before. What you're talking about, Vortex, is switch to the standard user interface, search your weapons, filter, green only, and green only, search, and then sort from eye level high to low, and then look for things that are 57 and cheap, I would imagine. So this is down 64. It depends though, is the tooltip giving you something that's actually correct? Because this is sell price of 1, sell price of 3, 328. Looking at each of these, I don't see anything that's going to be quite useful at this point. 78 silver, 2 gold. No. Don't think there's anything on mine, definitely. The tooltip is wrong. Okay. So if I look at this one, sell price 1 gold. Buyout price there. Dimensional blade of the Aurora. So if I bought that for 10 gold, look at the sub tooltip after looking at the item. 10 gold, disenchant value, vendor sell price. No, I don't see anything here. It's still telling me a vendor sell price of 1 gold 46. Looking at that. Unless there's something I've missed there on that one. Down underneath. Don't see that. No. Welcome back, Neville. Off to bed, better keep your eyes open. No problem, Mushy. Yes, I'll be back on tomorrow. Same time tomorrow, so hope to see you then. Have a good rest. Hope to see you again soon. No, I don't see... Unless I'm missing something here in my tooltips. Because that one tells me vendor sell price 65 gold. And that one tells me vendor sell price of 1 gold 46. Yeah, vendor sell and search are broken. So what is this? What would this actually sell for is the question here. 10 gold you've got there. So if I were to, if I click on that, and then I bought that for 10 gold out of curiosity, and then I look at my gold and open that up, let's just have a look and see what this gives me in reality. So we are on all bought, let's grab that. So I am at, what am I at? Oh, where's my bag? That'll be easier. Just have a look at those. Okay, 690,954. 690,954. 690. That's a lot higher. Hold on. Six 91018 minus 690. What was it? 054? 964 gold. I typed something in wrong there. 64 gold. Where did it say 64 gold? You won, you bought. Combat log didn't tell me anything there. Okay. Okay. I had an extra 0. Go to the buyback. Okay, there we go. Ah, brilliant. Thank you. There we go. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. So through it being broken, there's a few things there. In the tooltip when I sold it, it said 64. Ah, thank you, Neville. I didn't spot it as I sold it.
Come back with some
Interesting.
better stories.
Interesting. So anything, you'd probably have to guess what the value could be, and then the money you could possibly make out of that vortex, and then sell it for more. Interesting. I know it was posted before. I didn't actually pay much attention to it the first time. Whether it's a way I'd want to make gold, I'm not sure entirely. There are two tooltips. The main one you mouse over has a wrong one, but down lower you can see the actual value. So if we did this again, filters, weapons, uncommon, search, high level. So if we go down, click on something here. So I don't see an alternative tooltip on here. That's the thing I'm missing at this point. With the extra steps and profiting and the advantage, many people won't do this. Yeah, it's a bit of a bind, isn't it? I'm trying to see the tooltip that I'm missing here, though. Unless there's something. Vendor sell price is selling 357. There we go. Okay. Armor works the same way for what it's worth. Is it Blizzard's API that's bugged? I'm not sure, Navel, on this one. Under buyout. Buyout price. Right, okay, so over here we have... Ah, right, I see, right, okay. So here we have... You hover over the top one, and it tells me vendor sell price is 3 gold 57. Whereas here, it tells me the vendor sell price is 75 gold. Yes, right, okay, thank you, Vortex, now I can understand. So I could buy that and make myself 65 gold. Brilliant, thank you. I got there eventually. Thank you for your patience in learning that one. Yes, so that could be a way of making gold, certainly. Finding a few things that are underpriced, mainly down to sort of bugs in how the tooltip reports the item levels. It's very interesting.
If you find
Very
anything
interesting.
exotic, bring it to me.
Okay, thank you for that tip. If people want to make use of it, I'm not going to bother myself for the moment. It's just kind of, it feels a bit weird because it's relying on a bug of the tooltip more than anything else. I know people sometimes post things on, and I've been doing this through my Let's Play series of doing a vendor search, and that's relying on people not having the knowledge, whereas this is, again, the same kind of knowledge, I guess. So I'm not sure, Mike. I'm not sure how I feel fully about it. Can you use TSM for shopping scans? So you could have a look at if you went, hold on,
Anything ancient to trade.
under TSM and you did a search, browse, advanced item search, item level range, rarity, uncommon, item level range, what would this be, 57 to 57, that's what it was there at the moment. Oh, that didn't work. Let's try 56 to 57, let's try that. 56, 57, see if that works. All item classes, slots, weapon, all subclasses, uncollected upgrades, crafting mode, exact match, run advanced search, scepter of the quick blade, min buyout, vendor sell price 10 gold, buyout per item. So this tells me vendor sell price, so that's 41 to 81. I'm not sure that's what I put in, but then you can see here the wand, this is telling me a vendor sell price of 75 gold, so that could be something on the buyout price. Vendor sell price 10 gold, so you probably have to do, let me just readjust this because I don't think that quite worked. 57 slash 57 slash weapon slash uncommon, order it by price. Immaculate wand 6 gold, vendor sells 3 gold. So the only ones I've really got there are the Wasteland wand of the Fire Flash for 10 gold. Then it goes up to 28 gold, but the vendor sell price is 75. And does it work for those items? Well, it certainly shows something up. Whether it shows up everything, I'm not sure. Vendor sell price 63. It quickly gets high here. That's the main issue, looking at that. Yeah, not showing all 57 items despite the search. That's the thing, I guess, looking at that and compare that with the standard interface. 10, 28 and 30. Weapons, search, filter, turn just the uncommon ones. Search for that. Let's have a look what we had here. 10, 28 and 30, so no, that is the same ones as we had in here. So that would make sense. So we've got the Wasteland ones. That is a 75. Then we go on to the Immaculate wand, which is 30. That's 73. The Spellblade of the Fire Flash is 35, and that's vendor sell 61. Okay, there's a number of ones there, definitely. Very strange. Yoshido, is that Yoshidog? I'll pronounce it Ryoshi Dog if that's all right. Thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Oh, you need to do enter from doing the eye level. Been there, done that. Okay, thank you, Delphana. I wondered why that didn't work. Very strange. Continuously reproduce the issue with vendor prices with no other add-ons. Please write them down and report to WoW Economy Discord support so they can investigate. That's a very good idea, Darkwing. So you'd have to take off your add-ons, see if you can do the same thing here, and then see if that can work. That works. Okay, brilliant. Okay, and there's armor as well. Interesting. I'm not going to take part of it myself just yet. I want to think about whether that's something I feel like I want to do, because it feels, even though it's part of the game, it feels something's not sitting comfortably with me. And if something doesn't sit comfortably with me, I always will take an air of caution more than anything else. Just from a sort of like a thinking point of view, rather than act rashly on something. So, is there a possibility to do a shopping scam that finds vendor flip profits? It's possible, I guess. You'd have to have a group of all of these things. Nabble would be the main thing. Yeah, that's part of TSM, but it's not working right. Yeah. Yeah, it's a strange one, definitely. Right, so yes, we were looking at Enchants. That's where I was. Enchanting, so we're here. We've got 1,000 for the major strength, 930 for that. Then it's getting really expensive for some of these. I don't really want to be spending that kind of money for stuff. If it's below market price, then I'd maybe consider it, but then even that is higher than the region average. So, I mean, why that fishing is 100,000, I don't know. 123, any other one. What's so great about that fishing enchantment? Is it so rare? Is that the main thing, looking at that one? So I thought you would know the TSM folks that could possibly fix it. Thank you for your time. No problem, Vortex. Thank you for sharing it with us. As Darkwing said, best way is to report it to the TS on the WoW Economy Discord, because the TSM team is the most active there, and you'll be able to get direct contact with them just through posting up there. Do some, like as Darkwing said, post screenshots as to how to exactly reproduce it. Prophet says here, live fast, spend loosely, and end every night in gold shit in. That's not how I would live, certainly, Prophets. They know about the issue, I think just can't figure out how to fix it because it's a dual issue. Yeah, so there's things on Blizzard side with the whole item IDs. I know Aurorus is having issues with the Undermine Journal and the whole item ID things there as well. Thank you, Darkwing, for sharing that. But yeah, screenshots would definitely help. And thank you for the shout out for Prophets as well. How are you, Prophets? Lovely to have you here. Something's not quite right, as Traditioner says. Exactly. I'll hold off doing something. Alright, let's have a quick look at tailoring, just in case. Oh, we've got Crimson Silk Cloak for 50 gold. Normally a few thousand gold. Okay, that's worth a buy, definitely. I'll take that. Anything else? Everything starts to get into the thousands here. The Icy Cloak, Unyielding Bracers is 12,000. That's again too high. These are all too high. Then we're starting to get expensive. Any of these not available in the game? This one, Robe of the Void, but that's 8.5 million. I'm not spending that much. Anything else not in the game? No, just that. We'll take that. Okay, that's easy enough. Where's the mailbox? Let's go grab that. And we'll pick up our purchase. And then we'll go and learn that. Get ourselves another recipe learnt. Where's that disappeared to? There it is. Crimson Silk Cloak. Now that seems like it might be quite a good thing to make. Let's have a look at that in our tailoring. So we'll do this in TSM because then it can take the profit values. Crimson silk cloak. Now am I selling all this crimson stuff? Haven't collected the crimson silk belt. I don't have a group for all of this. Crimson silk shoulders. Is this worth making? Let's have a look. Vest. That's probably what's the cloak like? That's a nice cloak. You can see that just on the edge there. Crimson silk pantaloons. Pop those on. Vest, belt. There we are. Shoulders, vest, belt, gloves. We need some kind of feet for this. I mean, the sale rate isn't great looking at these. The gloves, the cloak, 0.01, 0.04, 0.01, 0.02. But it's a nice outfit. You know, this is the kind of thing that I like to sell as my... From a role play, if you will, point of view. It's kind of a nice thing to do as a tailor. Fast golds. It's not fast gold, definitely, but it is definitely... Poor person I just ripped off. It was definitely cheaper. That was definitely a bargain, I would say. All good. Rolled a mage on classic and still living. Fantastic. Have to hop on the train of speed cloth and leather weapons train. Yes, that's the thing I need to do, Nesidos, definitely. Yes, Dreamwalker, we have new kittens. They are on camera on the right hand side, sleeping fast away there. There are 2 kittens merged together there at the moment. And B minus, good evening to you. I'm doing very, very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? That reminds me though, Nesidos, the speed leveling stuff is definitely something I want to look into, because I talked about it on the Wowhead blog. We could probably do a little bit of that in a moment. What I'll do is I'm going to make myself an outfit, a wardrobe here. Crimson silk gear, we're going to call this. Going to make ourselves a little wardrobe. Pantaloons. And now that we've learnt the cloak, we'll add that one in as well. Crimson silk. And... what do we need to gather for this? Fire oil, that's interesting. Elemental fire and fire oil. Fire oil is expensive. Sold for 249 once. It's 844. Crafting cost is 28 gold from Firefin snappers. Okay, so what's let's have a look at Firefin snapper. Hold on. How easy can we get hold of Firefin snappers?
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2
Firefin... wrong box, hold on. Firefin... Did I spell that right? Snap. Firefin snapper is 14 gold. And how do I make the oil from that? Let me just buy some and we'll have a look. Just as a test. Hold on. Is it an alchemy thing? It's probably an alchemy thing, isn't it? There we go. As in character level, all day streams, a weekend where we all race. That's a nice idea, Wonder Sheep. No, this is the Des Mephisto's been doing some great work and has a guide all over the sort of heirloom guide. It's from Alchemy, is it? Okay, thank you. Wow Head has a link to his article in there, which has a link to, this is from Commander Bond that showed me this, has a link to an heirloom guide in there, which has a whole lot of things. If you want to speed level from 1 to 50, this is the kind of gear you want to buy, and it includes relic items as well. Monopsony. I've never heard of that word, Neville. I like it. What does it actually mean? Is it like Monopoly? Love my YouTube series. This video is amazing. At least for someone like me who is new to the game, I want to try to make gold with crafting. Well, that's really good to hear, Momo. I will be doing more crafting on the Let's Play series, especially now that I've got another character who is now actually. Oh, it's the opposite of Monopoly. Oh, right, okay. No problem at all, Wonder Sheep. There's no requirement at all to follow it. But that gives you at least a link to it, certainly. Right, okay, we're all over the place here. Let's go and follow this squirrel trail of Crimson Gear. It's not going to make a huge amount of gold, this, but it is going to be fun to make. So bolts of silk cloth, fine thread, that's all fine. Elemental fire, I've got 1 in the guild vault. Probably need to... how many do I need? 2 on the alts. Who else has got 1? Elemental fire, let's just have a quick look for that on the auction house. I'm not sure what kind of price it is. Oh, that's really cheap. 8 silver. Really, really cheap. We'll just get ourselves a little stock of that so we have some in readiness for this. We'll pick up the purchases. There we go. Grab that. And then we'll pick up the other bits and pieces here whilst we're not able to run through doors. We'll move this back over this side. And then we'll bring up our task list, collect the things we want from the auction house, and move those. Now that firefin snapper, I need to go and send over to Awakening. I can't get out of here. Wrong direction. There we go. Alchemy has 13 potions, elixirs, and oil for other professions. That seems like a good market to get into, definitely. Doesn't sell on your realm, you tried. Okay, well it's going to give it a go anyway. So let's have a look. It's going to be one of those slow sellers. I'll just keep a whole batch of them on for the moment. So, Firefin Snapper. Do I have it any more anywhere else? Trader Joe's has 6 in the guild vault. So we'll send those over. I don't know if 11's going to be enough. We'll send that to Awakening. I love it when a squirrel trail comes together. Let's go follow this all the way and see where we end out. Heartbreaking every time, is it, McBainey? I'm so sorry to hear that. Let's go here and have a look. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, there's Mephisto stuff. Oh, really? Interesting. I wondered about that. Lazy Goldmaker, thank you so much. And Jessie Cat, thank you for the follow. Lazy Goldmaker, how was your stream? Lovely to have you here. And Ghazi, thank you so much for the follow. And Straz Machine, thank you also for the follow. How are you doing? How was your stream? We're on a little bit of a squirrel trail here at the moment, making some crimson silk gear because we just bought a cloak. Is the main thing from this. So we're going to have a look, and we want to make fire oil is the thing we need to make here, and I've not made any before. So we got ourselves some firefin snapper. We need 2 for each, so we've probably not got enough here. Looking at this, we'll pick up those ones, get those going. That lot's all bought. No, we want that one. We want that one all sold. There we go. Grab that one. There we go. How are you, Jessica? Lovely to have you here. It was a good short one, as you have to catch up on sleep before Shadowlands. Yes, not a bad idea. How's your little one doing? I hope all is well with you and your family. Cranked so much fire all in WoW Classic. Yeah, I can imagine. This is very much a sort of like such an old world thing at this point. I can make up to 8. I need more. How much do I need? I need 6. So that's okay. What we need to do is we are in Trader Joe's, so we need to go to the guild vault here. Well, that's not the guild vault. The guild vault's over here. I always forget it's in a different place on this character. And find ourselves some snapper, which I've thankfully got some left over, which is always handy. Always hoard things. And then we're going to make this, because it's so much cheaper than on the auction house. So this fire oil we're going to make here. Make all of this fire oil. There we go. We can make the 8. Craft all. There we go. Let that go through. It's good, sleeps a lot, so that's very comfortable. Fantastic. I'm in nowhere near the same league with my two little kittens. They sleep a lot as well, but they're a lot easier to look after than humans. You just feed, sleep, and play is all they do at the moment. For the Horde, exactly, Neville. That's the way forward. Right, okay. And Cranium MT, I missed you coming in there. Lovely to have you here. And Stress Machine, did I miss you? But thank you for stopping by. So, all of this Crimson Silk, this is our new outfit that we're going to make. Looking at this. So, we'll send over this lot to Samadan. Fire Oil. What does it look like? There it is. So I'll send that over to Samadan. You can take that lot. And whilst I'm here, I'll check for Silas, just in case, you never know. Continuous curing. No luck this time. Okay, so we'll jump back to Samadan. We'll make this Crimson Silk stuff. And then we'll have a look and see whether we can put this on our tailoring group and see if we can generate some sales. It's going to be a long game, these kind of things. These are very, very niche. My man Sloppy, thank you so much for the follow. This isn't the sort of thing that would be your bread and butter gold maker, but it's a nice to have every now and again. Okay, we'll grab this lot. All other. Now, do we have everything? Oh, we haven't done our Hexweave cloth cooldown. Let's do that whilst we're here. Right, we can make everything Crimson Silk wise. So let's go make all of these. We'll add this to our outfit section. We have a whole pretty clothes group. That's always nice to have a few things here. What the sale rates are obviously low on these, so it's more of a question of just filling this out for the moment. The profit wasn't too bad though, looking at it, so it's worth a go if they do sell. Some of this being rare. Okay, so we've got a group, we've got our enchanting group. Let's go to our tailoring, and so we've got all our BFA stuff, pretty clothes. We've got the cinder cloth here. It's going to be similar to that. So we're going to call this. Let's make a new group, call it Crimson Silk. There we go. Next to the cinder cloth, we'll grab all of those, add those in. Operation wise, we'll have crafting one of each, average DV region market and DV market craft min. So we'll run a post scan on that lot, see what happens. All the time on gold making and regret not spending more time on the rest of the game. Kind of getting to that point at the moment, possibly because you're not doing well at gold making. I reckon about 4k, 8k a day only. That's sorry to hear that, Wonder Sheep. You haven't found your niche yet. I'm sure you will at some point, certainly. I don't miss what I'm doing at the moment. I would like to play more of the game though. I would, especially going into Shadowlands, I would like to do a lot more dungeons. I think I really was behind the curve a big way in Shadowlands, and I would like to do a bit more of the current content as well as do gold making. That will be my aim going forwards. But obviously, first and foremost, when it comes to Shadowlands, I want to do the quest line, storyline, and then get into the profession side of things first and foremost. There goes some deep sea bandages. That's pretty good. Okay, so this will has automatically been selected. Yep, that's better on the Crimson Silk, so we'll run a post scan. So normal prices on these Northern Spices are going on. I actually don't want... I want to keep my Northern Spices for the moment under mass sal, because I think those are useful.
If you find anything
But that price was
exotic,
quite good, so I
bring
actually
it.
might put them on for that price anyway. Let's see what happens. If you'd like Bring a Sandwich Dungeon, sure be happy to roll whatever roll was needed. Oh, well, thank you, Angie. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I forget that I've got two realms to go on as well, which is going to be very good. So these are all looking very good in terms of profits. So this should be fine in my posting fees for a while. Anyway, the vendor sell price on these is pennies. So what about the shoulders? Those are the most expensive. Vendor sell price is 22 silver. So the deposit fees on these isn't going to be too high at all. And the buyouts are really healthy, definitely. So all we're losing out on really is relisting time and things like that. So that's good. That's another thing to add to our list of things to sell. Diversity is always key here, certainly. That's why you're not a hardcore gold maker yourself, exactly. So you can do, I mean, that's the thing, diversity in gold making, also diversity in the game. There's so much to do in this game, you can't possibly do it all. So do what's most fun for you as well. Do the best recipes required, dungeons and raids and Shadowlands. Not necessarily, Jesse Cat. The main thing you've got to think about though is the Crafter's Mark II is locked behind, I believe it's the more reputation now. So you're going to have to do some fairly top end content to get that, to be able to craft the 168 item level gear. And then the legendary stuff, you're going to need to go to the to Torghast to do that. So it's going to have to be a fairly high end character. So getting all your alts through that is going to be interesting. That's the main thing. Right, okay, we've got all of that. 1690. I'm not going to do the rares on you. I should probably do, in terms of item level, I should probably upgrade a few of my other characters. Because Samadan's doing okay at 110. Let's just have a quick look. Have we got time? We probably have just enough time to do another Thanos maybe. Or at least get started on one. Let's have a look. Next in our list is legendary crafting all bound on creation anyway. The eventual thing is, yes, when you make it with your soul ash, but you don't need the profession or need to be that profession to do that. What you need to do is get the base item from someone who is that leatherworker, blacksmith or thing, and that can be anyone, and that is bind on equip, so that's the main thing. Despise dungeon raids and curse blizzard when a profession requires that you do them. That's is a shame, definitely, Inksaint, if you don't enjoy that kind of content, definitely. You have 50 hunter, mage, druid and rogue ready, just not sure what you want to do with them yet. Beastmaster hunter will be your main, followed by your mage. Want to use the druid for farming mostly. That sounds fair enough, definitely. Right, who's the most undergeared out of this lot? You know what, I'd like Bridget to be quite well geared. I think she should do this next, because I really enjoy playing a hunter, definitely. So, for the prototype weapons, you need, I think Mantheus is the best person to ask for that, because he's done a legendary prototype weapons. Oh, I'm thinking something different. What do you mean by prototype weapons, Nabble? I was thinking of the legendary stuff. Let's go and get ourselves over to Stormwind first and foremost. Get started on this journey, at least. The BOE weapons that are crafted. Ah, right, okay. I don't know. Oh, is there actual legendary weapons, is there? I didn't realise. Urgent request, we'll do that. Apollo, I'm doing fantastically, thank you. How about yourself? Do we have to build a new garrison? No, we don't, Trollhammer. You think you're safe on that front, certainly. Not sure if there are weapons. Yeah, gear in general. So blacksmithing. Let me just have a look. Report to again. Over here. Where's my little icon? There it is. I know where it is anyway. It's here, but there we go. Not too bad. Finally starting to earn some gold. Fantastic. That's good to hear. Right, let's go grab this. What happened? Oh, didn't skip this cutscene. There we go. I'll do that one. Canadian, thank you so much for the raid. How are you? How was your stream? Welcome everyone from Canadian TV's stream. I haven't seen you in a long time. How is life? Hope you're doing well. Are you enjoying the pre-patch event? Is the main question. Right, we're going to go through. We're doing a little bit of extra weapons on our characters here. These are for our alts. Skip cutscene we want. We also want to accept, turn in. That's all done. Close that one. And thank you, Darkwing, for doing the shout out for Canada. We'll do that. Grab all of that. Then we need to head out, do the reports. Need to come out of here and go that way. Yeah. Do I recommend gathering professions early to make gold and focus on crafting at 60? I think that will be good fun, definitely. I mean, I'm going to use gathering, yes, but I'm going to be using the materials myself to feed into my professions, because obviously they're going to be really expensive to start off with. But you could sell them just as well. It depends on your server prices more than anything else. Good morning, Simply Together. Lovely to have you here. Didn't quite play the pre-patch. Been farming gold. That's fair enough. Do what's fun for you first and foremost.
Be careful.
As we always say. Otherwise it wouldn't be happy gold making. Right, the guard over here. We'll go and do this one. I need bind and pick up ingredients that are used for making the tradable prototype. I don't believe so, Neville. I believe it's all things like the base materials, although it's been a while since I've looked, so I would have to I'd have to go and look on Shadowlands myself to have a look. Oh, thank you as well for the cheer, Canadian.
Canadian _ TV cheered. X100. Glad to see you back, my friend. Going to eat and rest. Have a great stream. 3-3 cheer 100.
3-3 cheer 100. Thank you too, Canadian TV. Thank you so much for the raid. Have some rest and hope to see you again very soon. For inscriptions you need to learn all or just as Zanzilari will do. It depends on how far you want to go in. I mean, the Zanzilari will get you started. If you're doing things like glyphs, all the Legion ones work really well for that. So I would recommend going deeper into inscription for the glyphs, definitely. It's quite a competitive market though, so be prepared to have competition, but you can make some decent gold that way. So I've heard. I haven't got inscription myself yet. No, I've got inscription. I haven't got the glyph market settled yet. That's something still to happen in the quest for all the professions. There's plenty I've still yet to do. Cards of Omens, of course, yes, as Drizzling Rose does. Don't forget those. We can get some goblin jumper cables here in Duskwood. Okay, hold on. Slight squirrel trail. We'll just go and grab those. They're right next to us. Thank you, all the things, for telling me this. Goblin jumper cables. We will recipe Holy Protection Potion. Could be learned by Awakening. We can grab that one, but I don't see the goblin jumper cables here. Maybe you're somewhere else. Maybe it was you, wasn't it? Yeah, maybe someone's already bought them. If it's limited supply, we'll have to come back. At least we got the Holy Protection Potion for the moment. There we go. Virulent Milk, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. We're just getting ourselves started on weapon questing. How are we doing weapons wise? Ice level 72. So yeah, 72 Uncanny Combatant's bow. We definitely need to upgrade that, definitely. Yeah, they are rare. Is it a limited supply, I guess? We'll have to have a look at that another time. I like all the things. It's dangerous, but I like it. Oh, a frostworm's been landed. Okay, that could be interesting. Let's grab all of that. And grab that one. Grab that one instead. Scourge slain. Let's head over this way. There's more over this side. Risen fiends. Grab a few more. Wait for more to spawn. There's another vengeful Geist. Grab that one. Tag that, and then we've got all this lot we can tag. And we've got all of those. And another Risen Fiend there. Just multi-tagging everything. That's the best option. Hopefully everything else should come through. I like playing a Hunter. Hunter is fun. It's very mobile and instant, which is what I like most about it. Kilnay, thank you so much for the follow. I would definitely play Hunter again. The main problem is I let my pets die too often. That's the main issue. I'm not very good at keeping them alive. No mark of Kil'jaeden Aldor rep has been removed. Been farming for it, but haven't got anything this week. I have no idea on that one specifically. If anyone does know in chat, please do say. Let's go head over this way and join that one. You're new here, Cranium MT. It's lovely to have you here. Wondering, how do I use the middle big button bar? You also play as a hunter. So this middle big button bar here is called Hekili, and it just tells me what to press when, because I'm not a very good hunter. So this is really, really helpful. Yeah, make sure you work the beast heal into your rotation. At the moment, the problem with my heal, not revive pet. Where's my heal? Can't even see it. That's how rarely I use it. I've moved it somewhere, have I? Feign death? No, it's not that. Dismiss pet. Where's mend pet? Aspect of the turtle. Did I move it over here? I wonder. I can't see it. Okay. Won't be on since I have no pet. Ah, right, okay. That would explain it. Because I'm flying. Okay. So once that's available, then that should work. Oh, we have a kitten that's gone for some food. You're having a groom. I'll keep an eye on you in a moment. Kitten playtime very soon. She'll have to enjoy that. Squeaking kitten time. Which class you want to give the professions you want. Thinking mage, tailoring, enchanting, hunter, inscription, leatherworking, druid, gathering, rogue. Yeah, any old 2 slots for the rogue would be good, definitely. Is the hand icon changes to pet when there is no pet out. Okay, so if I just... there we go. Brilliant, thank you. So men pet should really be... We really want this on my E, if anything. If I was going to do this, and then this, I don't think I've got this anymore. I'm going to move that away. Murder of Crows. Don't think I've done my talents. There we go. Anything else? What the mod is this? I've don't quite catch that. Hey, Keely, there you go. Vesamora's got it for you. I haven't got a command for it, unfortunately, but that's the main thing. Both kittens are just having a little bit of food.
You need something?
So I'll go and see to those in a moment. Grab all of this, grab all of that. And then we can go over, I'll do Nathanos another time. I'll leave this for the moment because it's going to take me too long at the moment. Would use a Clefttooth as a pet for levelling. It's really hardy for questing. Yes, I've only got... I started Bridget way back when I had my first alt. And I never really played her much, but she's still got some ammo in her bank. That's how old she is. And Wolf was the very first pet that she tamed. And we've had Wolf ever since. So Wolf has been with us for probably 15 years, I would say. And Bear, we only got recently. And these are the only 2 pets I have. I really haven't got much in the way of pets. I could probably do a lot more. Just having some food at the moment. We transferred over the other realm for the Black Market Auction House Arcanite Ripper. You lost only because you're allowed to only bring 999,000 when you transfer. Ouch, Seabar. I'm so sad for you. You have a Fault Line as your tank pet on a hunter. Very nice. True hunters get very attached to their first pets. Yeah, I think so. I think Wolf will be with me for that very reason. I remember a long time ago going through and getting Wolf. It was hard work. Thank you, Darkwing. Quite a few people on there. Veer992, thank you so much for the follow. And Paytor as well for your follow. Thank you so much. I'm going to be finishing off here. So thank you all for such an amazing stream. I'm going to go and play with some kittens for a little while and then head to bed. So let's see. And Sunalay, thank you so much for the follow as well. Lovely to have you all here. Let's send... let's see. We did Destiny over recently, so I'm going to do... yeah, let's do Reckles for the moment. I was just about to raid you. That's not right. I was literally just about to raid you, Reckles. It's not fair you got here first. Now I'm going to have to stay for a little bit longer and say hello to everyone. Welcome everybody from Reckles' stream. Lovely to have you here. How are you? How was your stream? Did you get yourself any 34 slot bags was the first thing. I am literally going to finish off in a minute, but I'll come in and I'll say hello to everyone first. Good night. Lovely to have you here. How are you, Reckles? Can we have a shout out for Want to Buy Gold, who is doing amazingly well with, what's the mantra? It's search, craft, sell. I can't remember exactly. Purse or Sharken, definitely. Darkwing will have a look and see who else is on. If Sharken's on, I haven't done Sharken in a while. But thank you for that raid. It was very, very kind of you. We're actually finishing off just myself here. We did have kittens on camera, but they're off eating at the moment. So the camera, I might as well turn that off actually. We don't need that on. But yes, they need some food and need some playing with. So I'm going to go over and say hello to my kittens. And let's pass on the raid. So for those that have just come through on the raid, I do apologise. I'm just going to pass you straight on to the next person as I'm finishing off as well. But I hope to see you all very soon. My next stream will be same time tomorrow on Friday. So hopefully I'll see you all then. Who did we have on? Yeah, well, let's do Sharken because I don't get much chance to send him some love. So /raid Sharken 808. There we go. Thank you all for the follows as well, those who came in, Hatters and Seabar and everyone. And Dameders, thank you all for stopping by. Pleasure to have you all. Hopefully I will see you all tomorrow, where we'll carry on our professions expanding and getting our characters ready for Shadowlands. We're kind of trying to tie up as many loose ends as possible, really, before we... Sadly, we'll have to abandon half of our quests and then go on from there. So lots of exciting things coming up. We're getting ready for Shadowlands. So until next time, let's send a raid over to Sharken. Until next time, happy gold making, and I'll see you very soon. Make sure I spelt that correctly. There we go. Hold on. Yes, I did spell it correctly.